What? Yeah?
She either said K or she swapped the K with a G.
I did.
I bet that one. Hello, folks. Welcome. We are back in action, getting ready with Skies of Arcadia, D&d tabletop. We're back with our crew, with our friends, with our oh so joyous band of shenanigans right here. Before I get into a recap, I would like everyone to state their name and character, and again, like it's the start of every session, so this way, like,
That makes
just
sense.
real quick for audience purposes, you don't need to go in like backstory or anything. Just be like, hey, my name is this. I play this character, and they're rootin' tootin' shootin' magootin'. So, all right. With that, I just go from the list, whatever I see here: Mordecai, Gareth, Delashi, and then Rost. Rootin' tootin', wow. All right.
Alright, well, hello, I'm Tillin, and I play Mordecai Talark. Originally a hunter from Nasir, he now puts his skills to use hunting for ancient technology. He's got a few advantages on it. He did suffer a so tragic accident and is missing his legs from just above the knee down, and has an artificial eye, but it helps him find those technological goodies. Bit of a warrior of the sands, bit of an engineer, constant pain in the ass for Gareth.
There we
And
go. Yeah. Gareth, you're up next.
Hi, I'll be playing Gareth. Just thinks strong, silent type, very stoic, not really one for BS. Yeah.
Our wonderful young Lionheart will be playing that. Now, T-Mind, Delashi.
I'm playing Delashi. So Delashi's kind of like an unknown of the group, trying to find his father. He uses magic. He's not very versed at it currently, and a whip that was passed down to him. Yeah.
And last but not least, Rost.
It's your boy, Yosemite Sam.
Shut up.
So it's our boy Yosemite Sam. He says what he says, and he is what he is, and I am what I am.
I'm sorry, did you two get married and are playing the same character now? Is that what's happening?
Oh man. So that's our. Unless you wanted to say something further, Fred. That is our wonderful cast. And welcome back to joining us with our Arcadian Crusade or Cruise. Whatever fun name that we'll try to call it. Hey Chris. Hey, you and the Fonz missed me. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I miss you both. We'll game sometime. But getting back to our tabletop, where we last left our group. Our group was traveling about the Ixanes, a territory of vast forests and kind of like an El Dorado of such, to give others who are watching a perspective. A veritable culture of bit aboriginal, bit native nature lands, so to speak. And from gathering some intel, they found that Valuans were taking people hostage, and they're currently on the lookout for a man called Ilchemist, a friend of Bane's sister Iris, who requested of our group to bring, or at least make sure her friend was safe. They are now headed over to the Valuan mines over on the side of the Ixanes, just past the Comet Reef. And on the venture, they ran into a bit of trouble with the Ixanes demons, a group of Amazons, boarding their ship and trying to steal their men. To which they all combated wonderfully so, breaking weapons, shooting people in the shoulders, and summoning a damn Gloctopus. As you can see right there, with its 8 arms and 8 guns. So, with the Gloctopus summoned, the Ixanes disarmed, as well as beaten to a stage where they could come to grounds of ceasefire, a kind of deal was struck between our captain, Gareth, as well as the Ixanes commander, Nadine. So, and that's where we're going to pick up. Sorry about that. Making sure I had all my stuff in frame, and thank you for joining us on this venture. So, you all healed up. I'm going to, now that things are ready and prepped, I'm going to say that the Galactopus that served his purpose hid underneath and went back, retreating under Vrost's cloak, slowly dissipating its ethereal form. But the mask still now, at once was residing on Vrost's side pack, now rests on his back neatly, somehow.
I just imagine this thing like looking straight at one of the Exodus and going, "No one will ever believe you."
No one.
Oh my god.
So, our group is healed. Anyone who has taken damage, mental or physical stress, will be healed up. The Galactopus will say his piece and be bye-bye. Let me make sure I get that. Oop. And... Man, how many things... Okay, it was a drawing. That's why there's like 15 million things.
Yeah. I sat here for like 10 minutes drawing it and coloring it.
Eternal. Oh, you killed two of the
Alright, I need to move you, and I need to move you, and I need to move you, and then we can get rid of the Galactopus once and for all.
Galactopus needs sacrifices.
I think Octopus is what was making Roll20 slow for me.
Was it?
Yeah, because it's working fine now.
Man.
Oh my god.
Well, with the fight over and your group coming to terms, it is the nighttime of that first day. The rain washing over the ship itself. You know that they have a secondary ship somewhat tailing yours. One of the Ixanes, the one with the bow and arrow, leaves your group to go talk to their allies who are on their ship and tell them to meet at a location nearby the Moonstone mines that you all are headed to. Did anyone else have anything to say, anything that they wanted to do before the night ends and you go to your next day?
I guess a couple point of orders. I think I moved myself down so far on the map because I once the battle is over, and I need to make sure the ship isn't steering into.
You were like, all right, are we in danger? No? Okay, good.
Well, did we decide whether the Ixanes are just free to roam about the ship?
That is up to your captain.
Because if your narrative goes uninterrupted, we allowed one of them to go back to their ship and maybe come back? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So they just tell their group to like, hey, we're going to stay on this ship. We're going to do a little bit of a side mission because your commander, Gareth, arranged, hey, maybe we can work together to get rid of these weak men. The Valuans, in their eyes.
And part of that deal was them marking our ship so we won't be bothered anymore.
Correct. They will no longer hinder your process within the lands of the Ixa.
Okay. I guess anything more strict than that is up to Gareth.
Yes, indeed. Gareth, any additional adds or words?
If you're talking, Gareth, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted if that's the thing. Or your push to talk is not working.
Stoic as always.
Ah, I see.
In this moment, it's fitting.
Actually, they're both on mute, so Frost and Gareth. Okay.
I'm sorry, my dad just got home from work and wanted to say hi.
Oh no,
Oh.
that's not a problem.
Shit happens.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Did you have anything to add? Any stipulations for the Ixa, for the demons?
no, I said what I said, and what I said is what I said.
All right. So then
Boy, that's my line.
they will,
Wait, stop that.
with the extra cabin that you all have on deck, because there is one extra guest area, they will all stay over there for now. The night concludes again, unless anyone has anything they would like to say or do.
How far? How long of a trip are we looking
You
at?
have
here?
another half day to get to the mines, because you went a day, so morning and then night. This is the night of the first day. You will
Okay.
have into the morning of the next day will be to get to the mines.
I guess I'm on wheel duty for most of that. If any of them wander up to me, I'll converse. If they all just keep to themselves, then I'm fine leaving them alone until tomorrow.
Actually, I have to double check that. Let me look at the map real quick. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, you're right there. We're over to here. Yeah, it's a half day. I
Okay.
was not incorrect in that statement.
You did your math. Good math.
Yep. Wanted to be sure. So going once. Going twice.
I'm good.
Alright.
I'm going. I'm letting them settle in.
So the
Before you do
the
anything.
rain passes
I'm mulling it over.
The rain passes over, and your crew rests up for the night. The Ixas themselves, stoic and silent, all seem to be very, I would say, like, there's a solid chain of command. Nadine is the leader of this small group right here. She may be the leader of a larger sect, but for the four that are there, she is the definite leader. And the others really don't say much unless they either converse with her or she speaks first. And with that also too, time to change the ship.
Hey,
Ooh.
So the rain passed over,
Anthony.
and now it's
Why
seems
the
to be
fire?
clear skies. Fire where?
The exhaust, the
Oh,
magic,
yes,
whatever.
that's right. I forgot about that bit.
On the aft side of the
The
ship.
aft side of the ship. So it seems to be actually. You're driving the ship, correct?
I suppose so.
Mordecai, I need you to roll me a notice check.
First roll of the night. I'll take
Not
it.
too bad.
Okay. You see that there are a few ships in the area, off in the distance, but you do see the mountains just past them.
Okay. Do any of the ships stick out?
At this distance, not really.
Okay.
You,
So we're not alone in the sky, but no one seems to be freaking out.
You do see that it is a bit of a distance. I would say about 500 feet away, or no, more than 500. Like about as you're flying overhead. I would say,
We determined last time the ship's about 200 feet long.
yeah, the ship's about 200 feet long. It's much farther. It is, and I'm just going to screw myself over with these big distances. It is a bit a ways away. I'm just going to say that.
That's fine. I don't.
There's the mountain in the distance. It is a tall, spiring mountain that also somewhat is close to the asteroid-like wall. And it seems to be, from what you actually recall too, various cities, especially Valua themselves, use these sort of asteroid belts as a means to collect moonstones.
Okay.
The moonstones rise from the planet's surface and then collect into these kind of wispy curtains of asteroids that just circle around certain paths and patterns around the world. To give you a better perspective too, I'll go back to the map section and show you over on this line. So,
And just to fill in my lore blanks, like actually going down to like the hard planet surface is like unheard of in a very, very long time, right?
yes, very much so. It is something that is not done without some relative struggle. There has been talks about trying to get, especially within Valua specifically, have been talks about trying to find or create some type of craft to go down to the planet's surface. But as far as you know, it's almost like going into our own ocean, to where there's creatures and a maelstrom of activity that just makes it almost uninhabitable.
I'm sorry, my science is kicking in. Is it like a pressure thing? Like, is it like actually analogous to the ocean where
it is one part a pressure,
if you go,
and then another part the Earth's planet itself. Imagine it if the ocean kind of rose. You know how the ocean depths are filled with sand, different like torrential terrain of like the Earth's crust right there. Imagine if that rose up a bit higher and just encompassed that plane.
Okay.
So you can get down to it, but at the kind of surface level, it starts to get chaotic, where storms are more frequent and crazy. Lightning is abundant, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll pick your brain more about that later. I just want to a quick update.
I can give you a good grasp in detail. Even show you a video of it too.
Oh
yeah. But
he's prepared.
You are about here, about into your morning's journey. This is where, just before here is where the Ixa stopped you, on that patch of land that was shown right here.
Okay.
So this is where the Ixa stopped you, and this, at the eek of this island, is where you've gone. This little asteroid belt right here is that grazes the islands themselves are what's being used to kind of funnel moonstones into this mine. And not only do they excavate it from the island itself, but they excavate it from these patches of rock that come and embrace themselves along the island.
Okay. Very neat. So we have some free time this morning?
You have a bit of free time. You do see ships off in the distance, but there is no current immediate threat.
Okay. I suppose I'll bark that out to the crew, and I don't know if I can like lock the wheel in place safely with the current weather, or if I have to hand it over to somebody.
Judging by the distance, you can lock it in place for an hour.
Okay.
Before you would probably need a command.
Alright. So, I do that. And where did I put the... Okay. So I believe I made a deal with Spear Lady that if I fixed her spear or gave her a replacement, I would get a grapple gun that they use to get on the ship. I believe I wrote that down. Does that sound familiar?
It sounds familiar. I believe I needed to have a... Yeah, we did have a rapport roll for it. Correct.
Okay. So, I'll lock it in place. Well, I'll lock the wheel in place, report to Gareth and whoever's listening, like, ship's on horizon, wheels locked. And I'm actually going to go try to find that Amazonas, the Ixanes.
Alright.
Before I start, just crafting.
It is not a hard find. They are confined to their cabin. Actually, they are all on the deck. Correction about that, because it is the day. So we have swapped that, and I will go back over the ship.
I'll stroll up like basically nothing happened. Like, hey, hello, how'd you sleep? How are you? Walk up straight to, the one I was grappling with, who I spoke to about the deal.
Okay.
So
That would be
what is
Nadine.
that on?
Nadine, because she is the one who answers.
Oh, is she? Okay.
It would be her. It's not Spear Girl.
Okay.
Uh,
Which one's Nadine on the one?
Nadine would be the upper left one.
Okay, so
Spear Girl would be the lower left. Archer would be the lower right. And then... the one who was fighting Vross, that's what it was, is in the upper right.
Okay, so. Oh yes, Nadine, my friend, how did you sleep?
She kind of looks at you. Like, pleasant.
Nice, warm, happy smile.
One word answer from her.
Which is
Pleasant.
Oh, excellent. Good to hear. If you don't mind, I know we discussed a potential trade of resources yesterday, for replacing your tall friend Spear over there. I was about to go speak to her about it, but you seem to be in charge, so I wanted to double check, make sure I'm not stepping on any cultural toes and some such. Now that you are our guests, I want to attempt to learn more about you and treat you with the respect that you expect.
She nods and says, well, depending on circumstances, perhaps tell you more another time. But for now, you made a deal, and I can negotiate with that deal.
Fair enough. So, I believe I have the tools I need and materials to replicate a spear for her that is of similar quality, if not better, than what she, tried to stab you with. I wanted to talk to her about it. Once again, I don't know if I have to just speak with you
Before,
or
like,
speak with her forbidden.
interrupting your speech right there, she just whistles. And immediately over on the side of the ship, the other Amazons look at her, and she points at the one who you were fighting with, and she comes over.
Oh, that's a handy trick. I had to teach Yara Fantavashi that one. Oh, hello. Good morning. Hope you're not too sore. What, if I can inquire, what is your name?
She looks to her captain
Speaking
first, and then her captain nods her head. Or her leader, I would say.
I'm just a beacon of customer service.
You are. They're both like, men.
Kill with kindness.
I thought I put a name for her.
You didn't think I was gonna ask?
No, I thought you were, but I thought I wrote it down already.
Oh wait.
Because I thought I had names for all four of them. That's what it was. It is Celeste for her.
GM, could you teach me how to spell that?
Celes.
Celes. Not how I would have spelled it, thank you. Celeste, lovely name. Thank you so much. I don't know if I've introduced myself. I am Mordecai Tarak. I am... You can call me the one in charge of engineering on this lovely ship. Anyway,
She looks
at
you and your fast-paced speech, and you see her brows kind of scrunch, and she kind of just nods.
Does it look like she's having trouble understanding me?
It looks like you're speaking very fast, or at least like your energy is a little too pet for her.
Okay, I'm gonna take that hint and try to kind of tone it down a little bit. So, my apologies. Anyway, I was about to start working on your spear. I don't know if you have the pieces of what was shattered last night, if you have any preferences, if you wanted to oversee me while I work on it, just to put in input. It's up to you, my friend Celeste.
All right. Where are you working?
Oh, and I will gesture over to where in the direction of the workshop. Below deck.
Roll me physique, friend.
Physique?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Am I, like, trying to, like, flex my way, dude?
No. She wants to get down to the point.
Oh my god.
I'm legitimately trying to make this spear right now.
Yeah, no. She's that, but she's like, you're doing stuff I like. I don't know.
Okay. You said physique?
Roll physique, friend. Yeah, she just grabs you, and much the way one of the other Amazons grabbed Rost, she just picks you up and says, "Point me where."
And
And she's just like, "Look, where are we going?" And she kind of like, because like it's a more courteous scene right now, she instead princess carries you.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
God damn.
Is anybody else on deck right now? That
Yeah, Delashi is over across the way,
yeah.
and also notices this. And the Amazon that's next to Delashi is also looks at Mordecai, and then looks at Delashi,
Oh
and
my god.
then eyes Delashi up and down a bit, and was like, no, not right now.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going.
Mordecai, have your
gonna-
fucking leave me out of it.
I'm gonna point the way, and I'm gonna look at Delashi, and I'm just gonna do the most dramatic. Oh, my hero.
Oh my god. So she just face palms.
I'm pretty sure I was slung over her shoulder, but I mean, hey, you do you,
You
boo.
were slung over, and that was because they did not know your group before. Now they're like, all right,
Well,
be cordial here.
If I'm reading the room right, I'm gonna cast Incrim on myself along the way.
Alright, Farron's coming up from below deck. You just pass by. He's like, nods, give you a slap on the bum. Go get her, Tiger.
Mind the wheel for me.
Oh my
so
god.
you just see like this again 6-foot tall Amazonian grab Mordecai and is like, all right, let's go. Where am I going? And she's just like walking in wherever direction Mordecai points, and it's just like
Oh, see you later, Mordecai.
like with her foot she
I
just
do make a point of telling Frost to man the wheel for me if this takes more than an hour.
with her foot she just makes sure that if any door that can be like pushed open is just like and kick it open. All right, not damaging it, and kick it open. This is where we're going, and kick it open.
At the intersection, at the intersection of the hallway, I'm gonna be like, just in case I'm reading this wrong, that's the workshop. If you want to work on that later, my quarters are done this way.
She gives you a look
You hear
because of your.
from his cabin, no, if you are there later, you better keep it down.
What was that?
You just hear Gareth yell, if you are there later, you better keep it down.
Damn.
She at first, because of Mordecai's wording, was confused. Then because of Garrett's wording, is like ah. And then you just kind of feel a slight squeeze, and like because you cast Imcrim on yourself, right?
Yes, I did.
You only got a 1. All right, friend. You cast Incrim on yourself, and you only feel like lightly.
Well, one was the initial one before Incrum.
Oh, okay. If you would like,
Do I need to roll again?
if you want, it's just for flavoring, honestly.
I love how you're like, just go ahead and roll physique, Mordecai.
Just give me that physique roll right now, because they're going to do their thing.
What does Incrum add to that again?
Incrim, depending on how well you hit the magic, it will either add a
Oh.
+1 to to a +3, but it depends on how...
So I need to roll magic first.
Yes. So,
Okay.
the way any buff spells... Alright, so you get a plus...
Let's go!
With that, you at least get a +2.
Okay.
So, you feel your muscles grow a bit, and as she's carrying you, she feels like the tense sensation, like from your leg, from carrying it, and she's like, alright.
Mad flesh. I didn't mean to start to say it out like this. I was trying to work up to it.
I see you, you have some tricks up your sleeve.
My dear Celeste.
And instead of carrying you like a princess, now she's going to be like, alright, carry you over your shoulder. It's like, alright, we're going here. Where? Which way? Which going?
I'll pray for you, Mordecai.
So I just want to clarify. Natural 3 on the physique, +2 from Incrub, and if I need to use it for Quant's prosthetics.
Are you trying to break out of her grip now?
No.
Okay. We'll save it for later, Tiger. This is for you to just show her force. This is just you being like, all right, I wanted to make sure I'm being manhandled. I'm prepared for anything. And she's like, all right, I see you're ready.
This is cute, but I'm no bitch.
I see you're ready. All right, you're not a little bitch. Let's this will be more than what it might be worth for later. All right. So,
I need a stamina roll for later.
Anyway, the two of you head over to the mechanic shop. Brust, I need you to roll me a notice check, because you are now manning the helm.
My god.
Also, Delashi,
Notice check.
Delashi, from you, I need a notice check.
Ooh.
Best session ever.
I definitely noticed that.
I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be a capacitor.
Alright, wonderful. So the both of you notice that the ships that are further ahead, they're small, but it feels like not enough that's there. Something feels off. So if your view is like this, you see what we call the middle sky. The middle sky is where everything naturally resides. It's where the islands reside, it's where most of the countries reside, and it's where everything gets up and away from the planet's surface itself. The lower sky is what we like to call the place that's closest to the planet, and the lowest possible to travel with certain ships. Thankfully, your ship is one such ship. Also, reverse it, because it's going to be this. The upper sky is the upper stratosphere, whatnot, the higher ends. There's a sheet of cloud up there. Before you get to see, like, the moon's as clear as day and everything else. The upper sky is where your ship is actually able to traverse and to go where some of the other ships can't normally go. You know, from looking on at the patch of land that's in front of you, there are a few ways to go about this. You could potentially just go for it and try to go towards the mines themselves and find a nice place for you to kind of dock at, or at least weigh anchor. Maybe you could go to a nearby forest, work through the grounds there, and then get up to the mines. It's connected to the island itself. Or see if there's an option 3. But for what you both notice, it seems a little sketch. That there's only 2, maybe 3 ships that are in the air, somewhat patrolling. Also,
All right, with Frost manning the wheel and kind of seeing things, like he's been a part of a few setups. He's been pulled into a couple setups before. Like he has that feeling, like, hey, something's not right here. So you look over his shoulder, like, hey, Gareth.
Gareth. Oh yeah, Gareth.
In the cabin, like, I can't hear shit out there.
I mean, if he's yelling, you're in the cabin, like, right in the center, right? Or are you back in your captain's quarters?
I'm right here.
Okay, you should be able to hear him from there.
He does have a big mouth.
Also,
Gareth gets up and walks over, opens the door, and just says, "What?"
Come take a look at this. He motions for you to come up to the wheel.
we'll reiterate that you see the scene before.
Now, I don't know about you, but that don't seem right. Do you think they're waiting for us?
Considering we just went through, it's likely. And considering that we are close to enemy territory, it's likely.
So this is a couple options. Either A, hit it in the woods nearby, take a hike into the mines, hopefully conceal the ship. B, we go to the upper sky, kind of circle around a bit so you can get a vantage point to see if there's anything lying in wait. Or C, and this is probably my favorite route, and go in and blow up anything in the way.
Oh, good lord.
Now, since this is your ship, I figured I'd get your opinion on it before we decide.
Well, I would like as little damage to my ship as possible.
This is a fair request.
And considering that our engineer has just been, how do I put this lightly, manhandled to the back quarters.
Yeah, I saw that coming up. Do you always just slide around like that?
Yes and no.
I was like, he one of them free spirit types, ain't he?
Yeah, it's just Mordecai.
Where?
Wait.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna take it up. We get a good vantage point. Just kind of see what's going on, and maybe we can spot like a closer destination, something we can hide the ship behind, and don't have to hike like half a day through the woods.
So you're going to decide to take the ship to the upper areas?
Yeah, that's
Safest.
what.
Alright, so I need, again, notice rolls from Delashi, Delashi, Gareth, and Vrost. Done deal. So your ship gets to the upper heights, and you all notice that immediately just as you break the upper cloud surface, you see an abundance of small ships
Ooh.
circling the mines themselves.
As I thought.
Okay.
You will have now two choices. You can either land, or you can try to, you can try to also fight the ships that are in the upper air. It looks like they are all an abundance of small ships, but with your ship, it might be a rough fight.
Question:
Correct. What?
is there a layer of clouds between the upper, middle, and lower, like a cloud layer separating each one?
It is a thin cloud layer, but there is a layer that separates them nonetheless.
So if we're below it, it conceals us, but if we're in it, we're still kind of like see-through, like able to be seen?
Yes. It's kind of like a mist.
Okay. No, I say we just put her down somewhere near the woods and conceal ourselves and try to go in on foot. We don't want to grab all that attention.
Nadine
That's the last thing we need.
Nadine comes over towards your group, now also rising, saying that their ships weren't able to get this high, so they actually appreciate this little gleam of insight. seeing what was here, because they had wondered before how they ran into a bit of trouble before. Seeing that there are ships that it can reach to such heights might have surprised them in other areas. Not just the mines.
Mm. So we're gonna land then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like you're...
I think we're gonna take this down and try to find a good landing spot.
Alrighty. Done deal. We will go to the landing spot. Your group goes down, and I need, since Frost, you're the one doing it. Roll me a stealth check. Alright. Your group successfully lands at a patch of forest just on the edge of the island itself. The Ixa themselves point out the mountain, and they will say one of two things, or they're going to suggest one of two things. Either A, they can go alongside you and help lead you, or B, they can go and scout on ahead.
To be honest, I think they, and this is just a suggestion that friends gonna bring to the group. They know the woods better than us.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they gave us like a lead through the woods, we'd probably get the jump on any sort of forces near the mines. Maybe a good ambush in the in the brush.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have them go on ahead?
No, they're gonna go with us and guide us through. That way we can keep low and almost do the thing where like you follow behind each other, so it's like one set of tracks instead of like 5 different sets.
Oh, yes.
Because they know the woods better than we do, so it'd be best for them to kind of like guide us in and show us the way to go. Because that way, if they see something, they can go and guide us around and get us to a good ambush position.
Correct enough. For Mordecai, I need 2 rolls from you.
Okay.
I need a craft roll, and then I need a physique roll again. But add your bonus.
Okay, yeah, I just sent you a Facebook message, but you can disregard that.
Okay, not a problem.
Just trying to be unobtrusive. Let's see. My point stands, though.
Your point stands. I got you.
So, craft first. Macaroni and cheese. Point. Okay. And physique.
Question, are you going to change that roll? Are you going to add anything to that roll?
I should. Can I tap into what makes this thing tick stunt? If she's got like the remains of her old spear, gain advantage when using crafts to take something
Not
apart.
for
Can
this
I?
one.
Okay. What about benevolent engineer?
Benevolent engineer, for the aspect,
Yes.
you can do that. Would you like to add a +2, or would you like to re-roll?
Let's see. I'll re-roll it.
Okay.
Better.
Well, friend, you make a good enough spear, and don't worry about the physique roll now. But she's only somewhat impressed by your crafty handiwork.
Well, I want to do this beforehand, but
So, don't worry about that physique roll right now. She's going to debate.
well, hold on.
Yeah, friend?
I'm not sure what that means.
It means that your offer to make her a new spear and your earlier display of physique, it's like, okay, you're something interesting, and even the fight from before, okay, warming up. There were two out of the 3 were there. This was the renewing her weapon was going to be the 3rd strike for that. So I'm saying is, unless you're changing that, because you use 1 aspect, so that's 1 fate point, She's going to still take it in under consideration of the,
Let me get my order of operations
Yeah.
first. Are we doing the spear thing first?
You're doing the spear first. You're going to craft her a new spear. And I'm going to let you know that depending on how well you craft it will impress her to go through with her plan
Okay.
or not.
I see.
And right
that
now,
case,
the
can I
spear
pop
is
a-
looking...
Can I pop a different aspect then? Because I know I can't use the same one
Correct.
twice. I'm displeased with that display. I'm going to use machine over man to bump 2 on it. Turn it into a 4.
Okay,
Can I do that?
you can do that.
That's 2 fate points.
That's
I'll
2
do
fate
that.
points.
It's fine. That's okay.
Now she's impressed at your spear. I mean, spear making.
Haha!
So, now roll me
This is
physique,
wonderful.
friend. As
Alright.
you hear the ship... During this time, you feel the ship rise. And then over the course of this, you'll feel the ship fall. And you have enough time to have a little bit of fun before it goes down.
And that's with the first +2 and then overclocked prosthetics.
Alright, how much you adding via overclocked prosthetics?
That's
So that's,
+2, right?
Yes.
That's a total of 5.
Total 5? Alright. You don't pass out.
Okay.
You have a fantastic, I would say you have a fantastic hour. Before you feel
You
the
know,
ship dock and land, you hear the clinks of the anchors go down, and you kind of, partway through, you're like, alright, crap, I gotta turn the tides here. This girl will probably go on for longer, but we're probably landing, and I don't want to get caught with my pants down. So,
Cultural exchange.
so in an exchange of thumps from wall to wall to wall, you exasperate her enough. Be like, alright. And she's like, I think I'm satisfied.
We call it a draw.
I'll let her draw.
Oh my god.
I will, I'll paint a,
As I'm as I'm
picture
reading-
for you later.
I'm just gonna slap this shit in there. As I'm redressed and turn to leave the room, I'm gonna look at her and raise my eyebrow and go, perhaps we can set those with a tiebreaker, and I'm gonna walk out of the room and leave her with that.
I just hope something doesn't break in the process.
Oh, your spirit will be fine.
More worried about yours.
God.
Straight back out of the room, and as soon as I break line of sight, I'm gonna like just. Whew.
Be glad she did not have any buffs, because that was a flat roll for her.
Pop's
Too.
still fine.
Might have needed a new prosthetic there, huh, Mordecai?
I don't want to talk about it.
Uh,
As far as y'all are concerned, I survived. I'll walk out looking all happy. Like,
the rest of the crew sees Mordecai resume back to the deck with a grin on his face and a slight bruise on
where?
let's see, on the back of his neck, right, like right up here on the back of the shoulder. Remember, it was wall-to-wall exchange.
I see, yeah.
Who was pinning who? Leave it up to your imagination.
Oh my god.
So
Oh, nice job, Power Bottom.
the group lands. You dock. You dock on the aisle. You all step down and you tread through the forest. I need notice checks from everyone. Actually, I need notice checks from Mordecai and Gareth, and I need stealth checks from Vrost and Delashi. I'm going to make this a 1-2 parter.
Mordecai, still notice you said?
Yes.
Bruce, though.
Oof. All right.
Um,
So, here's what's going to happen, unless anyone has anything to say differently.
Well, I do have done that will add a +2 to my stealth.
Okay. What is the stunt again?
Natural selection.
Ah, gotcha. At a +2. Okay, I can still work with that. I'll just go here. Let's see. 3 and 4. Copy you guys. Head on over to the mines. So your group is able to proceed on through the forest with a decent... Oh, did I... 1 second. Oh, is it super tiny?
Thank you all
on
for
this
sitting
map?
through that, by the way. I was planning on nailing that one down later.
Yeah?
Oh, you nailed it. Maybe.
Just saying, my score was higher than hers. She talked some shit, but
By 1, friend.
I won, but still higher. I went and prepared, yo. I'd like to also point out, I'm down to 1 fate point. We've been
You are
playing.
down to 1 fate point at the start of the session, friend. This is going to be great.
1 fate point to get some badonkadonks.
1 fate point to...
Those are some honka kalugas, let me tell you.
One,
Was it-
one
was it
fate
Mordecai?
point to lay some spear.
So hold on, I thought your fate points were flashed like every single session.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah, I started with session before.
Because he's the only one who
So
has
you-
4 instead of 5. Everybody else has 5.
Because I used it to buy another stunt, I believe.
Yes, he did.
It
So
was
you went and burnt through 3 points.
1 for the
Bruh.
spear, and then 2 for the spearing. Wait, no, 2 for the spear and 1 for the spearing. I have a reputation to uphold. I'm a good engineer.
Has a reputation to uphold. So your group now proceeds and heads over through the forests.
Twice. Spear.
Mordecai and Gareth, since you two are taking point on this, you get through the forest fairly well. Your ship is not overtly hidden, but it is hidden enough. Going through the forest, you're led through with the Ixanes, the Amazonians, and they take you through a bit of the brush, past some traps, archaic traps that were laid out by their own tribe, and then a few traps that were laid out by the Valuans with some relative ease. You
Imagine I'd have a good shot. Good idea of spotting the fallen ones.
1 second, I'm making sure I get the Ixes and bringing them also over to this page.
I'm just seeing a black screen on roll 20.
Fixing that
Okay.
now. And there we go. Is it revealed more? Nope, it's still.
Yeah, your screen's partially obscured on the Twitch stream.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm trying to reveal areas, but not reveal too much.
Ah, yes, the koi map maker.
The reason why it's having a bit of issue for me is because it's trying to zero in on this small corner that's being a pain. Come on, map. I believe in you. Alright, reveal. There we go. Alright, screw it. That's good enough. I don't need more of the bottom left corner. It's fine. So your group gets over to the front of a large gateside area, and you see the mine entrance overhead. and it looks like some guards are on more of an alert. Something might have been tripped, something might have gone wrong, but your presence may be alluded to. I need notice checks from everyone real quick. Alright, who got the highest? 3.
Gareth and me.
Gareth and Delashi. Okay, so you two are the ones who notice that there's a patrol guard in the upper towers. Seems to be like one solid main entrance that you all have arrived at. There might be more around the sides for the cave, but it looks like if you want into these mines, it's going to be through here. There are 2 guards posted on opposite ends of a large gate.
Hmm.
So is there one patrol tower?
There's 2 patrol towers.
2 patrol towers.
And as far as you can see, these are the structures that are here. You don't see anyone aside from 2 guards on... Say 2 guards on this side. Oh, let me also fix the stream setting. Two guards in the northern end and 2 guards in the southern end.
So what's the play here? We told the XNS we'd help them clear out this whole thing.
Clear it out, or honestly just get rid of some of the Valuans that are here. For them, they've kind of been encroaching on their territory a bit, and they just want some Valuans gone. So for them,
Okay.
if I'll state this, for the Ixa, think of them as a sub goal. If you've killed 10 Valuans, they'll consider that a win and a message to Valua to not tread on their territory. Or if you bring them back the armor or things that they could use as like warnings, about 10 people's worth. This is now the entrance to the mines. You hear distant sounds of carts being carried away, the chimes of steel on rock being echoed through the mountain halls. Guards on alert just shouting out different commands or codes, saying clear. Nothing here. Keep alert. As they pass by each other.
I have a generic question for you.
Yes.
So this outpost is Valuan constructed? It's not something they found, just camped out in?
It looks like it's been Valuan modified.
Valuan what?
Modified.
Modified. Okay.
Mm.
So while some structures look Ixa in nature, it seems like Valua has taken over the mines themselves. Because you notice that the entrance bridge is markedly wood for right now, but behind it or to the sides of it, there are metallic gates that would close if they deem it so.
Okay.
You notice that in certain areas there's patches of armor or the starting of construction of places. They're still in the mid-process of turning it from just a standard mining facility into a Valuan mining facility. At least from what you see on the outside.
With my background knowledge of just Valuan tactics and such, would I be able to impart any knowledge to the party before we go in on things to look out for this kind of operation?
Roll me lore.
I will do that.
2. The only thing that you can kind of glean at is that depending on who's running this facility, to be very cautious of while Valuan employs soldiers in their army, especially when it comes to matters of machines and mining, there's going to potentially be a lot of tech here as well.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for traps. Keep an eye out for machines that are not only made for constructing, but also made for war.
Okay, I relay this to the group, including the XNS. So big wall in front of us, guards on the towers. To the left, just from the map, it looks like we have some terrain that looks like it kind of goes up. Does that look like we could potentially try to scale that and just drop into the base?
You could potentially try to scale it. Though judging by the area itself, you might all have to roll stealth checks in order to go up and around. It does look like if you do it properly, you can get into the upper sections and maybe drop into the mines from that way.
Okay.
Alright, what do we want to do?
Well, I'd advise running up to the gate and just, attempting to charge through the front door.
The one of the Ixas is up for that plan. Each Ixa is going to be
No,
with one of you.
I said I'd advise against. Valuans do love the traps, and often these gates are rigged, and also in, crossfire from the towers. Perhaps on the way out we can knock it down, but on the way in I would not recommend it. Looks like we have a way to get higher up top. So it does look like if we picked our path carefully, we could just pick our way around and drop directly into it. Okay. What about the south side?
The south side, the cliff looks too steep for the south side.
Okay.
It almost matches where the guard tower is. And even going past further around it, it just looks like sheer cliff, which if you would like to try to scale, you can try to scale and go from another entrance.
One last question. The XNS all have the grappling guns?
3 of them have grappling guns. One of them gave you theirs. And that would be Nadine.
Okay.
Nadine gave you hers.
Nadine gave me hers. Alright. Before I keep talking, anybody have any ideas in particular? I imagine we're all huddled in a bush somewhere out of sight. By the way.
You are huddled. I would say you're back in the forest area over here to where I don't really have a connecting map to.
I think that we should the best course, it seems to me. I don't know if we should attempt to use the grapples, because that seems very treacherous. I think that if we took the path where we climbed up and then dropped in, that would be the best bet.
Right, I definitely agree. Higher angle would give us probably a better opportunity to ambush them, and I'll finally be able to use this. And he pats the
You patch the
thing on his
problem solver.
Yeah, he's got it all wrapped up in a giant tarp and everything, so it's like this big old bundle. He just pats it.
Oof. I have a stupid idea.
I'm
not saying I'm going to do it. I'm not sure how circulated we are as far as who to watch out for. This looks like a kind of remote operation. I could pretend to have crashed and ended here and try to attempt to distract the gate guards by conversing with them.
Better idea.
Yeah.
How about this? While you guys are trying to go up and around, I run over, I knock on the gate, and I run back in the bushes.
Ding dong, ditch the fort.
I mean,
you are
not a bad idea.
You are men of culture, but you forget the Valuans do enjoy trapping their gates.
But if you knock with a rock It puts something between your hand and the gate. See, big brain move over here.
Big
Can
brain.
Can I make a check for the actual gate itself? Does it look rigged from here, or did I already feel that check?
From this angle and look, you can't really discern.
I've got the tech eye end. Is it pinging on the gate?
That's for lost technology,
That's correct. My
so
bad.
it is not pinging.
You know, worst comes to worst, I just hit him with the Galactopus. I mean,
Well, I mean, yes,
Fuck, he
that
does
would
have
work.
enough cards for that. That's right.
But then also reinforcements.
Galactopus.
Oh my gosh.
You have 2 minutes to decide.
What if we send 2 people south? Preferably our stealthiest and most agile. The rest of us go north. The 2 people down south could provide a little bit of distraction, so to speak, while the rest of us could come up from the top, hopefully with enough of a distraction, come in from behind, and wreck their day.
Nadine chimes in and also agrees with this. She says she could probably even send 2 of hers who have the grapple guns over to the tower on the south end side, and maybe they can rouse some. Since they're Ixa themselves, they shouldn't rouse any.
They would be they would be expecting Ixa. They wouldn't be expecting.
That's true.
I agree with this, but with an addendum.
What?
Jesus, Kara. I go as well, and I try to scale the cliff even higher.
No.
It's the Ixanet are spotted.
Reel it in, Mordecai. Reel it in.
You're not gonna get a lower viewpoint on them as they climb up.
The one that you had, Celeste, actually pats your head and with a grin and kind of nodding at Gareth. You just see her and the archery girl already kind of make their way over down to the south.
It's not what I was intending, Gareth, but very well.
After on the ship, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What was that?
Nothing.
Part of the ship, part of the crew. So, your group decides to take the stealthier approach option. I need an athletics roll from everyone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, better.
5, 2.
Athletics.
Alright, sweet. So your group successfully scales the cliffside. You overhear a bit of chatter. You get over to this end. There we go. The Ixa, the other 2, Nadine, and Nadine and her ally are just going to be over to the side. Celeste is with the other one. They're going to be nameless for right now until I find where I had their names. You overhear some chatter. Hey, whose guard is it now? Come on, stop being lazy. All right. I want 4 patrols stationed on the south end. Another 5 on the inner mines. How are the prisons doing? Yes? Good. Alright. Keep me updated. And then, just a click.
Who said that?
Just a voice. You heard it from the tower coming up here.
Well, it sounds like somebody in charge.
It does.
Noted.
Your view Everyone roll me notice checks again.
No.
Alright, so only Gareth and Delashi. Gareth and Delashi, you two are able to notice as you look into the mines more, the cliffside that you're on extends over, that has a bit of an overhang at. And this much is revealed to you. These cliffsides. You see that this kind of plateau extends and ekes over, and a thought questions your mind. If there's a slope that almost kind of transcends the gate, why is it here? Why wouldn't it be just kind of mulled over or something put up here on this upper side?
Yeah, there's definitely traps. I don't trust that.
Your group takes a moment to decide. You hear the rustle of some other noise and guards over on the south end, and you hear a bit of commotion coming from the south side. And you just hear a bunch of guards being like, "Hey, there's more. There's Ixa, south end." And you hear
Sorry.
you just hear a march of footsteps go over there. One footstep from the tower that you're at leaves southward and goes. The rest are just footsteps that you hear through the kind of common area, or like quarry, that you will,
I like the ripple effect of the
of the footsteps and marching.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you said something fishy is about the cliffside here?
Yep. You don't know what, but it seems a little too clean.
Definitely trapped. Do we want to attempt to follow the cliff a bit? It's probably trapped, or there's probably something waiting for it.
I haven't pulled this in a while. Mark, could I use a resource check to try to see if I've had the foresight to grab like a long stick to poke and prod for traps on the way
You
up?
can, and I'm so glad you did. You take out actually a device that you got from DeLoco.
Okay.
It is just something of a Valuan tracker.
Shit.
You kind of absentmindedly forgot that you had something on this. Actually, you were thinking about using it just for spare parts because there wasn't really a need to go against Valua. But you see that it's something that kind of chimes in with a bit of other tech. So if it's something of a what's the word? If it's something of something with its own signature, with like a sigil like that they use for sentries and security, you can potentially detect it with this if you tune into the right frequency.
Okay, so it's a fluent track if it's a tech security sigils.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I have to roll to try to tune
Roll
it?
me a D3.
A D3.
Yes.
What is the? Is it slash roll?
Yeah, so you just do slash
R.
Slash roll.
1D3.
Yep.
2.
All right. You change it to a channel, and you hear a few clicks, and you hear a few pings that go off on it.
Okay. Ugh, that's not good.
Well, Mordecai, you're always so prepared.
Yes. Something. Well, something's here. Is there a way I could try to navigate us a path through between the clicks?
Yes, there is. So, as you progress, I want to say every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 5 kind of steps that you go, roll me notice with an advantage. So.
Okay. Now, before as we're like everybody file directly behind me, I'm hoping this is tuned to correct
Follow the leader.
frequency. Well, follow the Mordecai. Now, are we trying to get the jump on whoever is barking orders on top of this tower, or are we just going straight for the mines?
I would like to go straight for the mines.
He holds up one hand and puts one finger up and holds the other hand up with the closed fist. Looks to the rest of you.
Are there any objections?
Farron is too busy unraveling the problem solver.
You see Farron unravel a large rifle as he holsters his 2 guns.
Oh
Are
my
we
god.
talking like Graves size gun?
Yes.
Oh, it's like a beautiful carbine.
I just asked for a simple reference, Josh. Thank you. I'm asking like Graves. Like, is it a big like Graves gun, or am I talking like?
It's a Graves type weapon. It's like you
Carbines are usually small.
Usually,
No
but this is
guns,
fair,
I'm
we're
not a
talking about
boy.
here.
I would say it's more Caitlyn size rifle, but it has like a larger barrel.
Okay.
One for the mines, going once.
I mean, sit there. If we get into the mines, we have to fight our way out. Shoot them now. Still got to fight our way in. Then fight our way out.
Well, if we fight our way in, when we fight our way out, or they could follow us in, there would be reinforcements, more traps. I feel like that might be a little bit more work.
Well, here, sit there. Let me try to use a scope on this to see what the rotation is, and if there's a gap, you probably slip by.
Good idea.
Oh, you keep an eye out for traps there, Mordecai. So there, keep an eye on the guards.
Mordecai looks confused. That's what figure to put up.
One for the mine, Mordecai.
Thank you.
As he cocks the rifle.
Your opinionation window is closing, Gareth. I know you're fond of them.
I have many opinions right now. That would be nice. Whatever is just safest, and we don't.
And we're moving.
All right. Roll me a notice check.
Garrett's gonna bop you in the back of the head.
You said
Okay.
I could move 5.
Yep. So 5.
So 1, 2.
Gareth, he's the one keeping us from running into traps. Please don't. Not right now. Wait till we get back.
I was just hitting on my keyboard.
If you're hitting on the keyboard, go 10 because the spaces are a little wonky on this map. I thought I had it fixed, but
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice with advantage.
Yep. So. Ooh.
Oh, well, I'll add 2 to that.
All right.
Because it's either 2 or reroll, right?
Yep, it's either 2 or reroll. So you actually avoid a few mines that were placed.
No, that's not good.
You pointed out to the rest of the group, and you even as you get to the final one, you actually see it is actually a bit uncovered, like it wasn't put in properly. So
I don't know if
it sticks out a bit more to you, and you're like, oh, that's what was around here. Okay. You had a ping of tech that was on like security sentry, and it was like, all right, something is here. I don't know what the hell's here, but something is here, and I'm trying to avoid it. And
would it have been feasible for me to hold the tracker in one hand and like pull like a piece of chalk or charcoal or something and just like gently mark near the mines just for easy reference?
Yes, I
don't know if that would
like
help.
that creativity right there.
Okay. So remember, arrow means bad.
So you are able to mark off some of the areas that they are and kind of get past a bit of a minefield, so to speak.
So is that another 10 clicks, or was that just for the first
That was for the first one. Roll me again. Okay. Again with advantage. You can keep that advantage because of the chalk bit.
I will add 2 to that.
All right. So again, you get 7 spaces.
Okay.
All right, and in getting to 7 spaces, you kind of have a bit more of a scope and layabout the land. It opening up to, I'm actually going to reveal it. If everyone's going to now follow Mordecai, you're going to see the center opening right here.
Ooh, that doesn't look good.
I was partially hoping that you were going to take the storm in there route.
I'll break down the give me your fucking money. Oh shit, that's a tank.
I mean, I had a wonderful idea for the distraction, but more talented people were able to get to it before I could.
I mean, I had a wonderful idea for a distraction, but I got shot down. I was a fucking pervert.
You would have got shot a lot.
I had 2 ways up that cliff, and I've been looking forward to one of them.
You hear the roar and whirl of machines as you get past a bit more of this minefield on the upper cliff side that peeks over the entrance of the mines, seeing a bit of technology and guards patrol in various spots. I need everyone to roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
Oh, I do have it. Don't look at me.
Hiding behind a pistol. If I can't see you, you can't.
You can see me.
All right, so everyone presumably is going to be. Oh, this is interesting. Everyone's presumably. I'm going to shift you guys. You're going to be actually over here.
Okay.
You get Mordecai. You lead the group further up and around and in towards the section of the mines, and you get up to this cliffside, and you kind of stay safe in the area. And as you all look over, Gareth takes a step.
Look at me. Don't touch
I'm
me.
sorry, you're the one who got a 0.
I'm a scholar, not a ninja.
Gareth takes a step, and the moment Gareth does, Gareth ends up sliding down. I would say over towards this side, and is just above one of the mining machines over on that end. Gareth, you have one.
Is Gareth falling down?
Gareth's like falling down. I will give Mordecai or Vrost. Actually, I'll give this to Vrost. Vrost, I will give you a reaction. Roll me physique if you'd like to catch Gareth.
I like that because technically my hands are full.
Yes.
Right, here we are. We're well.
You grab Gareth's hands, and just as you grab, it slips through.
I will remember this.
You gotta remember, he tried.
He tried. He had your hand, and then the moment you go to grip his hand to like hold your grip, like both of your grips fail you.
Frost, watch out!
Been one of the Ixa.
So when the grip slips, you can see Ross instinctively grab the rifle and bring it up to his shoulder. He's taking aim at a one directly across the way by this poor folk right here is like,
How the fuck you
going
do
as
this?
soon as
Oh, you're going to
Gareth
aim
would hit
there?
the ground.
All right, hold up.
Oh,
1,
He's aiming
2.
okay.
because once the commotion starts, then it's just someone's gonna make the call.
All right.
Hey, Mark, I have a question.
Yes. What's your question?
The color that these things are, is that their base element?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Aha! Because I know some of them were different colors. I was like,
Okay, hold up. I gotta count. 1. You're aiming at that one?
In that area, I should say,
Okay.
because he's trying to he's getting ready to cause a distraction for them to whip around to at least.
I will let you know
Cover
at this
Gareth.
distance you can hit it, but it will be at a disadvantage.
Could I, before the Danny DeVito, anyway, I started blasting GIF gets thrown out. Do all these look like soldiers, or do some of these look like captives before we open fire? I imagine
At the
just from cursory
at the
glance.
current area, you see a few captives that are. I'm going to point them out. You're going to see people who are along. There are a few Ixa that are along the trail carts. I would say.
Okay, so everybody represented is definitely Valuan.
Yes, everyone represented is Valuan, and you will see. I'm just going to put some random people right now out for them.
so you want me to draw you stick people? I'll draw you stick people.
No, I need some things I can move. You're green and burly. So you see Ixa. I would say there's 3 Ixa that are out and about, that are moving. That seem to be either carting off moonstones, bringing them. There seems to, although it's not designated shown here, it seems like there's an off-cart area to the south side that they unload at. Gareth, you have a reaction. You can either A, take a physique roll, or sorry, you can either take an athletics roll to pick where you're going to land, or you can take an attack action against the machine that you are potentially going to land on.
I mean, I guess I'll just attack it with my sword that I managed to switch out with my green crystal.
All right. Roll me magic, friend.
As I'm falling, I'm just gonna be like, well,
Right, time to change the music already.
where-
Oh no.
Hashtag nailed it.
4.
To get
All right. Are you going with 4, or are you raising it, or doing anything else?
an implication that I need to be happy.
No. It's an implication that it might be a saving grace here. But I just need to know before I decide anything, okay?
See, I'm just trying to figure out how fucked are both of you. How high up are we, by the way?
I would say you're about 15 feet high. Or
15?
Yeah, because the cliffside comes back down and overhangs.
You hear Mordecai just goes, oh, make sure to second roll.
I guess I can use, like, always strike first.
You wanna boost it?
Yeah.
Alright. So, boost it by 2?
Yeah.
Alright, done. So, spend a fate point for you.
Okay.
You are able... What are you hitting it with?
My
Sword?
sword that's imbued with the green crystal.
Green crystal? Alright, done. Done and done. You are able to hit it and power it down. Something has heard you, though. And there's just... You have a moment. So this one, everyone, it's going to be Gareth for a quick bit here. Gareth, you've knocked out a quick machine. in the kind of land, you land on top of it, but you stab it through the top side. You have a machine kind of that you're kind of huddling over that you just stabbed, and you look about, and the only one who has noticed you currently is an Ixa who's kind of carting off. That's right in front of you. What are you doing? You have, I will give you 2 actions. Choose what those 2 actions are.
Does he look surprised, worried, concerned?
The
like
Ixa raises a brow and then sees you stab it and is like, okay, that's not normal.
and I just cast Slipara on him.
You can. That'll be 1 action.
Let me say that would be an action against him. Otherwise, I mean, I just look at him and like motion for him to be quiet.
No, you're
Otherwise,
casting Slipara to like sleep him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me magic. It kind of like he kind of rubs his eye a quick bit, and he looks at you and he's like, he's kind of confused, and he's like, all right, am I seeing things? But he's not going to sleep. That was your first action. What are you doing? What else are you doing?
God. Can I like try to like motion to the others to like take the, I guess, machine carcass and hide it up there?
It is 15 feet. They will not be able to like cart this carcass away. Like you stab this machine, and it's about a bit bigger than you.
So it's some kind of like automaton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mordecai, if you roll me lore real quick, I'll give you this. You might be able to discern what this machine is. All right, 3. You know that this is a Valuan mining machine. It currently does not. This type doesn't have any offensive capabilities, but you know there are variants to it.
Oh yes, that is a Valuan mining machine. It does not have any offensive capabilities, but the character stabbed it anyway.
You know that with its size, though, you're not going to be able to move it. Maybe you can hide it, but you got to tell me how you're hiding it. If that's the action that you want to take right now.
Let me know if my fan's still out, by the way.
Nah, I don't even hear it.
Oh, good.
There's not much of a,
Actually,
like.
sorry to not. I don't want to. I might take that back. You're motioning for the rest of the group to take it away, right?
Yeah.
Delashi, upon hearing this, you...
I think I know where you're going with this.
You get the inclination that maybe if you grab it with your whip, and with the assistance of the rest of the group, maybe you can cart it away.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a physique roll from you alone.
From me?
Yes.
Okay. I was actually going to suggest this after everyone was done.
Oh.
Mark, you're cutting out a little bit when you speak.
Okay.
Just by the way.
I'll
Noise for me.
try to adjust my mic and fix it.
I did.
All right. Would you like to spend anything or do anything to increase that roll, or are you going to accept that roll?
Is it Delashi's moving this?
Delashi has to make this roll. Everyone is assisting her, but I'm not going to have like everybody roll this roll, and just be like, all right, who gets it? No, I'm going to make this specific right now here. I'm going to go to lower the amount of times that we all roll, and kind of focus down on some.
I don't think I have anything.
Nothing you can add?
I mean, they're gonna help me do it as well, right?
They are going to help you, but and the reason why I said this is a hard roll to do, so I can't give you an advantage on this. Because you're trying to lift a machine that is the size of Mordecai and wider, but also a lot heavier. And your whip is able to handle the physical stress of being pulled, but your group as a whole might not be able to pull it all.
Fair enough.
I just need to know if you think you have something on your character sheet that you could add to this.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
I don't think so, to be honest. So I'm just gonna leave the roll.
All right,
as is.
we'll leave the roll as is. You are barely able to get the machine. You're not able to get up more, Gareth. So Gareth, down there, I'm going to need you to make another roll. Roll me a stealth check, real quick.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Gareth is not a sneaky boy.
Well, it's okay. The Valuans are stupid.
Ew. Fucking giraffe, okay?
So a Valuan guard comes over, and you hear, huh? What was that noise? And comes over, looks about, kind of looks over towards you, but kind of looks past you, and you see that he has like this weird ass visor on.
Must have been the wind.
Nope. Hey, get back to work. And he yells at the Ixa that was right there. And then
Oh my god.
walks back over. Alright. So you got out of some neck of the woods.
Skyrim stealth.
Skyrim stealth. I was like, alright, I'm ready to go for this to go tits up. Oh man.
I was like,
Giraffe OP.
until
Mordecai, give me one more physique. Dalash, give me one more physique roll.
Okay.
Alright, I'm sorry. You pull up the machine, and there is a bit of a loud thud as it kind of hits the ground. I need Mordecai and you, Dalashi, to roll me stealth checks.
I was just sitting.
Alright.
I'm going to use one of my stuff and add a +2 to that.
Okay. Mordecai, you are so fucking lucky. So, you're going to spend a fate point, Dalashi, right? No one seems, to your knowledge, no one seems to have heard it.
That's certainly one way to do it.
God damn it. I was like, alright, let's...
Just pressed against the cliff wall, like, as close as he can get, just like, why?
Alright, so what is your group doing now? You have a Gareth down below, and kind of Nadine is kind of already at the ready, like, seeing, like, hey, are you all okay? Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm gonna poke my head over to Cliff real quick just to check on Gareth, kind of do like the thumbs up, thumbs down motion, like trying to silently say, "You good?"
Character just gives us like thumbs up and just stays against the cliff wall.
Reaffirm the thumbs up. pull my head back over. Oh shit! Now what?
Get moving.
Keep moving. So you said the XNS down here were in a little bit of a kerfuffle. Does the camp seem alerted at all, or was that just a contained?
It seems to have been a contained area. It seems like there are a bit more guards than normal in certain areas. But that's all I can really say.
Okay.
It seems like there is a status of alert, but not like, hey, people are here. It's like, hey, just in case someone's coming, be on guard.
Okay.
So the one that was here that was told to get back to work.
Yes.
Um,
They have, within like that whole like little bit of kerfuffle right there, they disappeared into the mine.
Okay.
I'm confused. Are we trying to get into the mine, or are we just trying to clear out the camp?
That is up to your group to decide. You know that people have been captured. You know that the Ixa themselves would like for some of these Valuans to be cleared out. But it's up to you on how this is going to go down. You can turn it into a bloodbath right now. Or you can take the stealthy approach for now and then fight more your way out after you've potentially rescued some people.
Do I recognize this glorious piece of technology over here?
Roll me lore, friend.
You said what?
Roll me lore.
Could I substitute crafts?
Yep. You can substitute craft.
I'm glad I did.
You got a 2. Ooh. It is fucking blurring my vision right here for some reason. Alright. It is called the Lugurl tank.
It's called the, excuse me?
The Lugurl tank. The Lugurl tank.
Oh, you could just said tank. Okay.
I think you thought the same thing I thought of where it was going to go. I was like, does it pierce the heavens?
The Lugurl tank. You know that this thing, if it has its sights set on something, it will keep going for it. It actually has a mix of 3 different types of technology. Yellow moonstone technology, red moonstone tech, and then green tech. Green Ixa tech.
I know this is a long shot, but hear me out, and I'm sorry for bogging it down. Any kind of ballpark on how I could quickly disable this if I could get up to it?
Not with your roll, friend.
Not with my roll. Shit. Well, that's a problem. That's what I'll have to deal with. Well, Kara's already down there. We might as well join him at the very least, unless you want high ground for whatever havoc I know you're reaching to unfold. Looks at Frost.
Nadine gestures. My 2 will probably stay at the south end to keep up a distraction. Would you want us here for an escape? Or would you rather us descend into the mines with you to look for other Ixa?
I wouldn't ask you to abandon your fellow tribeswoman. Do you think you can, hold off?
We can see who we can pick off potentially. Maybe thin the crowd up here.
That sounds
I can thin the crowd, all right.
Frost just clocks his gun and is like, I got an itchy trigger finger.
Just, whatever happens, stay out of the way of that thing, pointing at the thing. This is no joke.
I'm gonna whip my vision over to it and see if I can't, spot a weak point.
Roll me notice. It's going to be a high check. I'm just going to let you know. Nah, you don't really see anything. It looks like a bit of a beast.
Looks like they brought out Big Bertha, all right.
minutes with this guy. So it's 50 feet down. Is there any way I could secure a rope up here so we could just rappel down really quick and try to slip in?
Well, you said that 3 of the Ixa with us have the grapple guns, correct?
Correct. Well, the two of the
So that
two of
means
the Ixa, or one of the Ixas that's with you has a grapple gun. The other
Yeah.
two have their grapple guns on the other side now.
I'm holding on to said grapple gun that the other one's missing.
That.
right.
That's what you could use to get up. It's not going to be useful for getting down.
Hmm.
It's
Actually-
to get you to a destination, not to repel you
Is-
down from a destination.
We have 2 strong women next to us. They've got high physique.
Yep. Would you like to
Strong.
have them take Delashi's whip and lower you down? And then they can give you
Or
the
if you
whip.
thought I left the ship without bringing a rope, I'm sorry, you're mistaken, my friend.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, we already went over that.
I specifically mentioned I bought rope and climbing gear, and I always bring
That's
it.
right. All right. So everyone, roll me. Just roll me athletics with advantage.
I'm not rolling again.
Yeah, everyone gets down perfectly fine. You're
So I hand the rope to the X and S, like, pull this up once we're done. Whatever you 2 up here, good luck.
Vrost, you're
Thank you
going
for-
down too with them, right? Yeah, you
I
roll.
was gonna just wait until like they all got
You're-
down.
you're the
and
last
do, like,
one
a
to go
quick
down.
sweep before. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so let me touch that athletics in there. 'Cause who knows? I might goof.
done deal. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So guards still don't notice you. Fucking, they've been failing their fucking rolls.
And this mining drone's just looking at the wall, doing its job.
Yep, the mining drone's still like just batting around. Like it is alert, but it is more focused on its task.
And we see 3 shafts.
You haven't. There are 2 shafts that you can. Actually, yes, there are 3 shafts, and then this area right here. Even though it looks differently, it is a collections area.
Okay.
The shaft next to you is one that you can enter and go deeper into the mines.
Okay. A gesture as if I'm opening a door. Right as well.
Sure. Okay. Yes.
All right, let's go for it.
All right. So your group descends into the mines, and give me 1 second to readjust the map real quick.
Oh man, this just reminded me of the first one that we went on, and I fucking Gareth almost didn't make it in the cart.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun time. So you descend into the mines, using the entrance of the cave side.
Ooh, that's a difference in size.
Yes. It is now resized to be appropriate. So now here, everything should be the accurate size. If you want to zoom in on the map and everything.
Now here, everything what?
Everything on this map will be accurately sized.
Okay.
So whatever you see will be like square for square. Give me 1 second to adjust. All right. You descend into the mines and you see that they're Torchlit Caverns. The cart from before is still run past. You don't see the Ixa from before, but you do hear the sounds of clamoring steel, of machines whirring, and just the general tone of the cave. Looks to be a straight path ahead of you, and, well, there are 2 paths. There's going to be a path in front of you and a path to your right. Where would you like to descend to? How is your group proceeding?
My instinct is to follow the minecart, but that's just my instinct. If anyone else has a different idea.
I mean, the minecart is the like kind of essential thing for any sort of mine. Well, I do wonder if the side paths kind of give us a better vantage point.
Fair enough argument.
Yeah, if we follow the way of the cart, we'll probably run into more people as well.
Oh, I have a one lovely, hilarious idea if we do, by the way. If we bump into anybody we're not expecting, hear me out. Everybody,
Mhm.
put your hands behind your back as if you were cuffed, and I will attempt to distract them with conversation just long enough for you to get a shot on them.
I motion to my gun, which requires both hands to hold and fire.
Russ is all on the I'm a murder train.
That is why I said behind your back. You're wearing a coat.
It's just the mental image. Why don't you hold the gun? He puts his hand behind his back, so when you distract him, you just hand the gun over, and he does his thing.
I kind of give Gareth a long stare. Listen, I've known Rost for barely a week. No, he's not going to give me his gun. It was just a thought. So, forward or right?
Say we move forward.
Forward.
Sure.
Forward it is.
Farron takes point.
All right, forward. So over into this area, correct?
C.
All right. So
Definitely going to glance down that way as we cross through, just to make sure there's anyone watching. That way we can be nice and covered.
I would like
I would say
everyone to roll me stealth checks again.
2.
Stop that.
Oh.
Don't you
Oh.
fucking fuck with me.
Oh.
I am a giraffe.
Definitely not a ninja.
All right. So there's a 4, there's a -2, there's a 0, and a 2. Don't worry, Gareth. You're going down with someone else. Hey, Vrost.
Oh no.
Hey,
Hey, what?
too, friend. You both. Let's see. You both hear a click as you proceed over into this area of the mines. You kind of look about, and you see that there is a you hear overhear a noise be like, "Hey, why'd the tracks change? Hey, have someone go over and check the cart." And it's like, "Sir." And as you both are met, I'm gonna change up the order right here, real quick bit. One of the guards from the primary area is over here, and he looks and is like, "All right, it should be right over." What the? You have one action. What are you doing?
Take him out.
Shooting him.
I literally put the barrel in his mouth, like pushing a small barrel in his mouth. Gun's
Roll
long
me
enough.
intimidation.
Oh, we're just here for a regular inspection. Oh, or that.
Ugh,
Ross, roll me intimidation. Just you.
David, that's gonna be just a straight roll. Fuck me. Is it possible I can use the aspect Daredevil to give you a little bonus on this, because it is a super reckless thing?
How are you?
But-
how are you doing it then? How are you
So-
changing Daredevil to be for this action? Or
Considering that when the click happens, the guy comes around and hears, "Huh, what's that?" Like, he would whip around and do like a not really like a stabbing motion, but it would be almost like just a quick turn and jab into where he hoped the mouth would be. You know, taking a big risk for it.
well, here's what you have the aspect always shoot first, correct?
Yes, shoot first, ask questions later. That is
I will
right.
go for that one. Spend a fate point, and you can add for that one. for intimidation. Because you have the man at gunpoint. Beat a 3.
You can do it.
What if hear me out. I have the same aspect.
Yeah?
I always strike first. Him and I literally have the same aspect somehow. So he's got 2 guns pointed at him right now.
So he has 1 gun. He has his rifle, right? You're the problem
He
solver?
has my rifle going into his mouth.
Yes. So you want to assist on this then? All right. I will give him a +1 for the Gareth assist.
Okay, and using shoot first, ask questions
Yeah.
later. Is that
So
also...
you have a total of +3 to what you roll.
Damn.
So I can make it a +3.
Yes.
Okay. So then I can just roll the +3 because it is just a standard roll for him. But here we go. Let's hope it works.
You gotta beat a 3, friend.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Damn. You were...
The gun goes off.
Alright, so... One of 2 things can happen. So... Alright, I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw you a bone. He's going to be intimidated, but he's going to be up a wall, and the moment you press the gun to him, he's going to throw a knife at you and be up. So his hands are up. So you have him against the wall, and he threw a knife. I just need everyone to roll me in athletics. And whoever has the lowest is getting hit. All right.
Wow. Delassie. Ooh.
Damn.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
Here's a
One of
card.
his Malachi, but he backed
How your back flips out of the way.
and Garrett was standing right behind him.
You know
Oh,
what?
no, Gareth.
All right, never mind. Hold up. Cause that's damn. All right. Delashi is going to save Gareth and going to grab the knife. Cause it was
hell
going
yeah.
for Gareth. And I'm not going to give you a card for the roll, and instead I'm going to have you save Gareth.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's interesting. I like that.
So
That's fair.
as like he immediately out of a shock so the guard throws a knife out of shock and then immediately has both of his hands up, his like the barrel pressed against his metal armor to where his face is, because he has a helmet, and he sees it and he's staring down the barrel, and the knife just flings from his hand and gets like, as it goes like towards the 2, Delashi like rolls over, grabs the knife right in the air as it's about to like hit like Gareth right in the shoulder, and stops it.
Gareth just reaches down and just gives Delashi a little head pat.
Oh my god.
Senpai noticed you.
I was about to say that.
The guard is there. He has his hands up, but he is cautious. What are you doing?
Now look him in the eyes and say softly, "You're going to repeat what I say exactly as I say, or I'm going to paint this wall brain matter gray. Understood?"
Understood.
Now, someone press that button to get the tracks back. You say, "Hey, it's all clear." And I motion for someone to do the thing of switching the tracks back.
Gareth is going to be the one to flip the switch that you both accidentally came across, and puts the tracks back up. It's all clear. It was an accidental press. And relays what you said.
I wait for a response.
All right. Next shipment should be here soon.
Alright. I'm gonna go out front and go look for it to see where it's at.
You're gonna go look for where the noise comes
No,
from
I'm
over
telling
here.
him to go say
Ah,
that.
you're telling him to say that. Like, all right, I'm going to go check out front. He relays it down the hall. Must be Spanish. All right. Yep, it's all good.
I had no idea Ross is such a skilled ventriloquist. So what happens to your little puppet now?
Well, now our little puppet is gonna go out front, take a quick glance, come on back, and then just happen to fall asleep over here. If you get what I'm saying.
So you're going to have him go out front.
At least act it out. 'Cause
Oh,
you keep
okay.
the gun trained on him
Gotcha.
as like guard walks by, walks back, and then
So the noise
falls asleep.
of feet.
yeah.
So you hear the footsteps and the footsteps back. Give me one more intimidation roll. You have only the +1 from Gareth. Unless you want to spend another fate point.
Yeah, we'll spend another fate point. Just keep it
Alright.
keep on the good side of
You
things.
got a 3 again.
It's now a +2.
So it's total of +3. Because you're also getting the help from Gareth.
So what was that plus again? You cut out that part.
You have a total of +3, so roll at a +3.
All right. 8.
Alright, you match the roll, you succeed. So he complies, walks over, then walks back with his hands in the air. And he's like, he's going along with the motions.
Now I'm gonna motion for one of our party members to tie him up and knock him out.
Who would like to tie him up?
Oh, I've got the rope.
Alright, roll me physical.
Let's see here. I'm gonna be a brat and I'm gonna ask, can I roll athletics instead?
Not for this one.
Physique then.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
Fucking. All right. You were.
Oh, wow,
You were
okay.
able to tie him up decently. There's not much
Right.
fuss, and it feels like the rope is at least secure.
It's just all sweaty. My friend, if you get out of this alive, I recommend heading straight for the nearest shower.
To iterate though, he is a man with a helmet on and has now been bound. Is there anything else being done to this gentleman?
I'm going to
Poor
remove the
guy.
You going to remove the helmet, or are you going to gag him?
I'm gonna knock him
You want
out.
to knock him out? All right. Hey Delashi, roll me a.
Oh,
I'll have you roll to knock him out.
oh,
You
lady.
grab the knife. You're going to bunt him with his own
What is-
knife.
Okay, that's fair. What do you want me to roll?
Physical. Or fighting. Actually, roll me fighting.
Okay.
Can I potentially assist since I've kind of got hands on him?
Assist. Give Delashi a +1.
Okay, so
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
You fucking deck him. You leave a nice shiner on his eye.
I recommend right above the table. Yep, that's her.
Like you hit with the blunt of it, or the handle, hit his head, but also kind of get overzealous, and with your wrist too, of your fist, go down, and it knocks him right in the eye, and like he just clear conks unconscious.
That's a good. You should keep that.
Where are you putting? Where are you putting the gentleman?
It's a little cubby behind the statue. It looks
Yeah, that looks good there.
Before they move him over there, I make sure. Like, does the man have shoelaces?
The man
Oh no.
has boots.
Damn.
Now these blue ones like they're Velcro.
Tie them together.
Yeah.
They are
When
clasped.
he wakes up and tries to get out, he's gonna just. Oh well, his boots are getting unbuckled.
All right, there you go.
Make
Well-
them nice and loose. You know what? Fuck it. No, he's taking the boots. Just takes them off.
Man.
Rush just takes this
Poor
man's
man.
boots. All right, you have a pair of boots with clasps.
While we have this man bound, gagged, and behind a statue in the dark.
We just fucking knocked his ass out.
Pants them while we're at it too. Like,
No,
Oh no!
take his
Hey, don't give
belt.
him more ideas.
I'm gonna take his belt and I'm gonna clasp that around his ankles, so we don't have to waste any more rope.
All right, there you go.
When he stands up, his pants
And
fall
then he
down.
tries to get up, and he's just gonna panic himself. That's the problem. Can I also frisk his pockets or like his helmet and see if there's anything useful that can help give us clues on their comms?
Roll me
or
investigation.
Key cards, some such.
You find one key card.
Oh, he won't be needing this anytime soon.
It is a yellow key card.
One yellow key card. Got it. Oh, that's caps lock. Well, that was a productive adventure.
There you go.
Kind of feel bad for him. He didn't really do much to it.
That was pretty positive.
He almost stabbed Gareth with a knife.
Okay, look, Gareth is
And
fine.
then you caught
I
it.
see. He's okay.
Which I don't know if you heard of me. I
That's what I
recommend
say.
you got off lucky. I recommend you keep that knife though. That's good luck.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping it.
Moving
Okay.
on.
All right,
Alright.
moving on. Where's your group going?
Is this stairs?
Though that's a pair of doors.
Eh?
And
Heavy looking doors. Okay.
Now, do the structures in here all look Voluan at this point?
inside, it looks mostly Voluan.
Okay.
There are some of the statues beside you, like, that are a bit torn. Actually, the statues that you hid the guard behind, those looked Ixa in nature. Totems and deities.
Is my eye going off near him?
Nope.
Okay. Have to check. You never know.
Yep.
Well, I never know. I don't know this setting very well.
And remember, like, it's fine to check for technology, and that eye in particular will be searching for lost
And what?
technology. That eye is
Yeah.
specifically looking for lost technology.
Yeah, so that's why I asked if it was like old and XNS in nature before I bothered.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, it's a pair of closed doors. There's an open path this way. There's the rail cart this way, but there's apparently more people down here. From what we can guess, I suppose.
Mordecai, as you with your with the area that you're at, you kind of gleam a little bit further down the hall. Let's say about that much.
Okay, we'll get multiple entrances that way. One of my friends tore a hallway.
All right, which way are you going? Who is leading the charge?
Well-
Direction.
In the absence of an immediate answer, I'm going to saunter over to the doors and just give them a quick once-over, see if they're locked, trapped, nasty.
They
whatever.
look locked, and there is a control panel there that presumably you can access.
Oh, you can try the card.
Not for a key card.
There is a slot for a key card.
Let's go in.
All right. You open the slot for the key card, and the door opens.
As soon as the door opens, I'm hugging the corner and I'm motioning for Delashi to do the same.
The door is open, and there's kind of nothing there. As you look around the corner, you kind of see a guard at the far end, and they're not moving at all. Not yet. The door did make a bit of a sound, but there's no alert at the moment.
Could I quickly close the door?
You can if you'd like.
Oh.
As you close the door, you see it close, and the head of the guard on the opposite corner of you kind of tilts and turns and kind of looks over. Kind of like expecting someone to have gone through, but then resumes post, shaking his head.
I don't know if Delashi saw, I don't know what these guys saw, but
Delashi saw on an opposing end, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold up my fingers to point at the door.
Alright. Who's doing what?
Wait, I just had a thought.
Yep, what's your thought, Delashi?
What if somebody took the guard's clothes and posed as a guard?
Are we stormtroopering this in the Death Star?
I mean, there's only one, but
Thinking back on it
somebody
and
could.
looking at it, that guard looks to be about your size, Delashi.
Oh no, Mark.
I still have his helmet.
Oh, God.
What? It's a trophy.
Are you going to don on the clothes of the guard?
Well, is there anybody else that would like to try?
Judging by it, it looks like you're the only one who's going to be able to fit the size and stature.
Ross, you might have to give those boots back. If you're going to change, do it now.
Yep. It'll
Alright,
take you about
I'm gonna do it.
5-10 minutes to change. I need everyone to give me a stealth check.
Stealth check, stealth check.
Oh,
Right. Let's.
I am ninja, he is ninja.
oh,
You're fine. Everyone is fine. A guard goes past.
I bet we're all huddled up in here just
The
like...
entrance area. Everyone is crowded around the back statue, and you notice that a guard comes from the center area. I'll use this one. He comes from the center area, accesses the door here, and then makes his way through.
damn! I didn't even notice.
Well, nobody's panicking yet, so that seems the XNS are doing well.
Delashi, you've successfully donned on the clothes of a balloon guard.
Okay, cool.
No, you have to make sure the lapel is nice and centered. They're very picky about that stuff. Yes.
Okay, got it. Alright, give me the key card.
The balloons enjoy two things: being asshats and uniforms. And I passed the key card.
All right,
Act like an asshat who belongs there.
Delashi, you have the key card. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go through the door.
All right, you're going through the door.
I just imagine like stiff soldier walk, like elbows up, like.
I presume people are positioned as such around the door.
Yeah,
I have no idea what I'm doing.
this
So
is a great idea.
All right, so you
There's at least 3 guards in there. It's a great idea.
using the key card, you open the door and then you see further into the room. The helmet a little bit stuffy, but your vision is not too obscure.
Smells like whatever the last guy ate.
You notice that it appears to be somewhat of a topside, just kind of stationary ground, to where if they need to kind of take people and like set them and be like, hey, take a quick break here, get back to work.
You found a break room.
Yeah.
I found a break room. Okay.
Found a quick bit of a break room. What are you doing? As you walk up and in, like I would say you're right about here. The guards look over at you and then they look back.
I just kind of nod at them.
They nod.
Okay.
There appears to be, four guards in this room.
All right. I would like to, just casually walk through and check out this over here and see if I can get a look at it.
All right. You walk over and just, without really looking at anyone else, you just have a focus. Roll me stealth check, but at an advantage.
Okay.
Alright, two. Your cover does not get blown.
Okay.
You see that there is another access area. You hear the whir of machines as well as the rush of water, as it seems like there's a drainage site. To underneath each of these grates that you see bits of rock and moonstone as they're getting weathered and mixed up and eroded away, and then carted off to another location.
Okay. This I am interested in.
What are you interested in?
Where does this lead?
Are you going to go over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see any guards in this room at all?
You do not see any guards in that next room.
Okay.
You go over to this next section. Vross and everyone else, it has been, I would say, about 5 minutes since you've seen Dalashi. And you don't hear anything yet. You look over to that door, and you access it with your key card, and it seems to, rope back around.
Hell yeah.
I have an important logistical question. Did the door close behind Dalashi?
The door did close behind Dalashi.
That's great.
Okay, so I kind of want to open this door and like peek my head out and look over at them and motion this way.
You peek your head out and you kind of give a Lards. Tss. And as you do,
Oh no.
there actually is another guard that's over in that area. He's like, yeah? What's up? And
God.
And he goes over towards you.
Oh, good lord.
Vross, Dalashi, the rest of the group over here sees and hears the commotion and gets into such places. The guard coming over to Dalashi, you're like, yeah? What did you need?
There are so many glorious ways you could go with this. I'm so excited.
Oh my god. Okay, Dalashi kinda nods his head at him and he's like, you look like you could use a break. Go to the break space and I'll take your post.
Roll me deception.
Oh Jesus. This is either gonna go really good or really, really bad.
Depending on what route he takes too.
Right?
Yes! Yes!
You know, yeah. He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you were out front. Oh wait, did you go around? Yeah, not a problem. Man, I hate guard duty. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. I'll take post. I'll take it back when I get back." And he goes, Mordecai, I need you to roll stealth.
Oh no.
Waiting for your
Mordecai, don't mess this up.
I see him so much turn this way. I am behind the statue.
You see him turn that way, and you quickly
soon
get
as I do-
behind the statue.
Yeah.
And he goes around. You see the door open again, and he goes into this room.
Fucking blue ones just can't take the closest door.
All right. What is your group doing now?
I've got a group back up of these two. Like, I've told you, never ask for fucking directions from a Valuan. They always do the most convoluted goddamn math.
We are gonna start
Okay.
moving back down this way.
You see the tracks?
All right, I'm gonna tell
The
them.
tracks lead down further, down into this path, or there was the back rooms to the sides.
I would also like to tell them about how many guards are in the other room and what exactly I saw.
Give me a notice check, because I didn't have you do it before, but I'll have a recollection notice right now.
I'm sorry, what did you?
Just give me a quick notice check for recalling what you saw all in that room.
Okay.
It seemed like just a typical break space. There seemed to be some garments from the Ixa. Maybe they have had Ixa there before, but there were none currently. And it's mostly just like, hey, amenities, some refreshments, some things to just be like, hey, grab your shit and get back out there to work.
That's quite specific for. And I give him a soft but firm like clasp on the shoulder, like good work, Stone Trooper.
What's a stormtrooper?
I don't know. I hear the Valuan say it all the time. Anyway,
Thank you. I'll take it.
I imagine good things. So we got this explored, we got some of this explored, but the area is linked, and I don't think that. So I guess this way. Right?
Going down that way?
Which way? The rails?
It seems like the path of progression to, because all this shit seems like employee space. We're looking for captives and workers and shit, right? We're looking for.
How about?
this?
Yeah, I agree. Let me lead
Oh, of course.
while I still have this on.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Delashi will take point, leading right over here down the pathway. A minute or two passes as you go down the trail. It's stretching down and deeper into the mines, the tracks themselves being a nice apt guide, and having a wonderful scapegoat and donning the Valuan garb doesn't helps with that. You see actually past you as you get over to this area. I'm going to give you guys a pass on this one. You three who are not in armor are going to duck over to this side room as a Valuan guard comes down. Delashi, roll me another deception.
Okay.
Dude, perfect. I'll go with that then. You see another Valuan guard with a Ixa in tow this time, and they're carting up moonstones in their cart. Seems like a small haul. The guard gives you a wave and then goes past.
Oh.
I give like a polite wave back.
Oh shit! I should have shown.
Also, for you three who ducked into the side room,
Oh,
get more of the map right there for you.
Ooh, what's the box?
It's just floor.
He said suspiciously.
it's just floor. Okay.
Yeah, sure. And I'm just a gunslinger.
And you're just a
And
gunslinger?
this is just a mine.
And I'm just an asshole.
I know that's true.
Wait, what?
Wow. Yes, supposed to agree.
I'm stepping away from the hole real quick to kind of like motion Delashi over. And just really quickly, it's like, oh, I forgot to, this is important because higher rank expects this. And can I show him the Valuan salute real quick?
Go
like,
ahead and show him the Valuan
Yeah,
salute.
of course.
Oh my god.
Just like, listen, no, if you're trying to be sneaky, this is how to be sneaky.
It is a formal 45-degree arm salute that is out in front of you, not even going to your hand. It's just up and then down.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Thank you.
just in case. And is anyone going to inspect the probably not floor?
You know what? Your group decides to go down this way.
I was trying to open the floor.
Yeah? Yeah?
Wait,
I'm
me first. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to be polite to the other people in the party. Like, does anyone want to check this out, or I could check it out?
Go ahead and check it out. I mean, we always need a guinea pig. I mean, a scout.
I'll be honest, I'm answering a school question right now, so just drag me where the fuck
Not
ever.
a problem. Your whole group is going to go into this room.
Well,
No, don't tell Mark that. Don't tell him that.
for your chamber, just try not to metagame too hard, but new chamber, notice check at the door.
Notice check on the door as you all walk over.
I said at the door.
At the door. Notice check. Roll me notice.
I mean, you're the DM, rule it how you wish.
Oh, wow.
Damn. All right. Yep.
Do I get a point for that?
You get a point for that, friend.
Hey.
It was also a perfect roll.
Yeah.
Man, that's 2 perfect rolls.
You you notice that this room has a bit of a trigger mechanism in the center of the room. Seems to be a pressure plate.
This dirt doesn't match the rest of the dirt.
You set some of the dirts off, and as you kind of scoop it away, might as well do this then.
I've seen this dirt before. It's the dirtiest dirt I've ever dirted.
Oh, shit.
It seems to be a trap shaft that proceeds down into the mines.
I'll show you a trap shaft.
It's about to be a good time, Ross.
Oh, God.
Get out.
Get out. Just push him into it.
Yeah, just push him into it.
Mordecai, you get pushed into the trap shaft. Roll me athletics.
Oh, not him!
Oh my
The
God,
other
no.
idiot!
Oh wait, who?
The other.
The other idiot!
Who's back
Wait,
here?
Rust? I thought Mordecai was the one who was mouthing off.
It was a group effort. We're a team.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a team. So Mordecai gets pushed
You know
in by
what?
the team.
Mordecai and Gareth, or Ross. Mordecai and Ross. Both. Nah, I'm kidding.
Dave's getting
So
impatient.
you see this large hole and shaft that goes down. It's a potential trap for that actually seems more natural to the cave itself.
Yes, a perfect square, hard edges, totally natural formation. Let's move on.
Natural as opposed
I mean,
to
have you seen
Valuan
Gem-
made. It
No?
seems more Ixamade than Valuan, and you just see the Valuan.
For the record, sorry for taking too long, Mark. It's a dungeon crawl for a reason.
Yeah, apparently.
Mark's like, I expected you all to be at the end and have the boss fight and bump into Eris again and brr, brr, brr. So, I guess we go around.
You go around into it. Delashi accessing with the key card. You see that into the next room, it kind of matches with the other area. There is again another shaft here that has moonstones underneath the gratings, and it seems to be that they're all carded. I need everyone to roll me a notice check. Delashi and Gareth, you notice that there seems to be some supplies over onto the side over here. Over to where I pointed.
All right.
As you both look into the venue. Nothing really seems to be of note. There are... It looks to be 2 powered down diggers over in that area. But other than that, nothing else in this area.
Okay. They're like 100% powered down. They don't look like they're about to...
Yep.
Okay. So we just go.
We can keep these in our proverbial back pockets for now. Might be good for a distraction, you know. Malfunctioning machines are always worth attention.
Alright, where are you going next? I assume that your group entered the room, and you have the pathway to your left. It looks like it's going to seep back over into the main area, or the pathway to your right, leading back to where the tracks once were.
Can I check out the supplies?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me an investigation.
Lots of supplies with robots.
An investigation?
No, the supplies are different. The robots were there once you entered the room. They were just powered down. There's not really much of use. There's a bit of water, some containers. Seems like someone's leftovers.
Okay. Alright. Where would you like to go next?
Probably right and up would be my guess.
Yeah.
Once again, the group is free to agree or disagree.
I'd rather go that way than the other way where there's 5 guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, lead the way.
Alright, show me where you're going, Delashi.
Up this way.
Alright. As you scale up into the path, it diverts into 3 areas.
Ooh. Also, while I'm here, I want to look back and see this way.
It looks to be the path that you were before. As you look down.
Okay. I don't see anything.
You do not see anything else.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna...
There's the pathway to the north and the pathway to the south.
Okay, we're gonna go... Everybody ground up?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, Delashi, you leading the pack?
Yeah.
Alright, Delashi, there's 3 paths. There's a path to the left, a path straight, and a path to the right. Which path are you going down?
I kind of want to investigate this one.
Investigate the path to your right? Alright. As you all investigate the path to your right, there's a digger there. I need everyone to roll me, because you're in the front. I need you to roll me deception.
How intelligent are these diggers?
That's what I'm about to decide right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Three. You are fine, and it actually comes out into the main tracks and looks at everyone else and proceeds to try to fight them.
Oh no.
I need.
So it doesn't fight me?
It does not fight you.
Okay.
There is a machine right now over at you. It has 3 prongs on its face and kind of rotates its whole head, and it lowers it and tries to dash at you.
Just headbutts the rock into submission?
Yep.
Fucking balloons. Could I hit it with a quick zap to try to?
Roll me magic. Actually, first it's going to get its attack because it's going to first see Delashi, but then it'll be this. It's going to be Delashi, then the robot, and then you two or you three. Delashi, are you doing anything?
I would like to attempt to freeze it into place.
All right, roll me magic. You're able to freeze it. It is held, and it is just whirring.
Gets rid of the immediate threat. No, we're just gonna put it down.
It is now starting to make a loud noise.
Oh shit.
Could I dash up and attempt to find some sort of like off switch or power cord or what have you?
You can now.
Alright.
Roll me crafts.
Does my what makes this thing tick stunt proc?
Yes.
So
Ooh.
gain advantage when using crafts, so I guess advantage +2.
Yep. All right. So you find the settings to turn it off.
Gonna commit that to memory, by the way.
All right. This one powers down.
Okay.
It is frozen in place, but a loud noise has been heard, and you hear some guards come over. What is everyone doing?
Is there a way to freeze that right now? Like unfreeze it? I don't know how ice magic works.
Are you asking me, or are you asking amongst yourselves?
Mordecai would be asking Delashi. If the DM wants to answer, then
Delashi has seen a few ways.
Don't you have fire magic?
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't know if you could just conjure it and unconjure it. I'm currently attuned to lightning magic. Would I have time to reattune to fire to try to melt it real quick, or are we just gonna bail this thing and just start gunning it somewhere?
I mean, we could do that.
Roll. All right. What are you doing? You can roll me. Roll me magic at a disadvantage.
So roll twice and take the lower, or
just -2. Was the first roll your roll, or oh wait, no, yeah, that rolls.
Yeah, so the one is my magic roll. So if we were to -2, it'd be -1.
You start to heat up your spear, but it doesn't look like it's doing much of anything.
Shit, I attempt to ditch it.
You just attempt to ditch it.
Oh, I'm saying that to the group. Like, I'm not the only decision maker.
We've kind of made it this far on stealth, but we could just ditch it.
I say, like, let's push it back in the hole and just keep moving.
It is currently frozen to the ground.
It's frozen.
That was my plan, Frost.
So I'll let you know this. In order to, yeah, it's still a shit roll though. In order to unfreeze it, you would have had to match Delashi's roll.
Oh, well, fuck that.
Yeah.
Wait. Purple moon's weak against green.
You're right. The magic types. So you take more or less damage. If you're going for elemental, affinity, or effects, if you're trying to melt ice, if you're trying to do something in regards to those, it's a little bit of a different property for it there. Because those who are attuned to that type of magic are weak against those types of magic. Those, for the base elements themselves, slightly different property. The difference is, if you were to actually melt something, how would you melt
Yeah.
it? Because I see where you're getting at from that. But not for this one. Alright, so your group is deciding to ditch it. Which hole are you going through? Hole 1, 2, or 3? 1, hole 2, and then hole 3.
I vote hole number 1.
Hole number 1?
one?
Oh, this is going to be fun. Alright.
I would say. I mean, 3 would be too obvious, because I mean, that's.
There's gonna be more of the thing probably in there.
Unless there's
I mean,
an objection before I place the last token.
I see light coming from that way on my map, but I mean, and to me, it just looks like it curves back the way we came, but you know.
How about I check it out while you guys stay back? Do you guys want to take the middle path?
Ooh, I don't like splitting the party.
Okay, Fred.
Split the party. Split the
I mean-
party.
That's what we did earlier,
That's
technically.
what you did earlier, technically.
I'll just double back and come back to you guys.
Well, so you're going and we're going number 2.
I mean, if that's what you would like to do, it's up to you guys. If you want to follow me, you can.
Yeah, there's something that would be
I'm the only one that'll be able to pass.
We're talking too long. Just go. Mark's moving tokens. Just go.
No, it's okay. It'll, like, I'm set up for whatever's ready. So make a decision within the next minute. You have 60 seconds to decide.
We have 60 seconds to comply.
60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Mordecai would probably just follow whoever went down the first tunnel.
It's best we all stick together. The watch, since you got the uniform, you could be our cover just in case guards walk by like, oh hey, these are new investors. Air quotes.
Okay. I could try to use that. I don't know how well I'll be able to bluff that, but we'll see.
It's just an idea. Come on, let's just keep moving down the tunnel.
Just put your arms behind your backs and I'll say your new prisoner.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Motions to gun. Why would a prisoner be armed?
Put it behind you.
It's as big as me.
Put it behind you.
You said it's a card.
Just stay in the back behind
We just
your
need your reactions. Go.
Mordecai.
I'm the giraffe. That's so stealthy.
I love the giraffe.
Damn. Alright, time's up.
Wait, we're going this way.
So,
Yes.
Galashi, move your token.
Galashi, move your tokens. The guards are going to come up and be up on this side. The pathway reveals itself. Now over to swing back around.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
You see at that end
Oh,
is another
God.
one of the machines. It, from its digging state, it clangs into more of the rock. You hear a loud whir, and then it stops. It snaps its head back up, turns around to your group, and then it starts whirring back up, and now goes past Delashi, or looking past Delashi, heads down the mine. Delashi, what are you doing?
How close is it to the other?
How close is it to the wall or to the other?
To the others.
To the others?
Yeah, Garrett.
It's
Yeah, Mark.
it's still like where I would say it's here and you're over there. If they're that far
Okay.
back, they don't get noticed. Never mind. I'll recall that. Because it's down over here. I didn't know how far down you were going out. I would say like you're here, they're here, like there. That's the scene I have pictured in my head. The group is down further down the hallway, seeing the mines themselves, just carting down to the tracks where there's a dead end. There is a mine cart right there, readily and unused. as
I was about to say.
as
I have an idea.
as the machine right now in front of you is whirring. What are you doing?
There's a red button and a cord between its shoulder blades. If you could disengage that of it, you could just.
Oh yeah, that's true. Could I attempt to walk up and turn it off?
Roll me crafts, roll me crafts at an advantage. All right, you're able to turn it off.
Okay.
So this one is turned off. As you turn it off, you hear other guards down the hall. Hey, what's the ice doing down here?
Oh my god.
This thing on the fritz?
I have a great idea.
Alright, what's your idea?
Put Mordecai in the cart. Hear me out.
Mhm.
As he comes, and then we propel the cart
Okay.
with his spear, like he's gonna go on a great jousting trip.
Oh my god. What?
I climb into the cart. I'm listening.
Oh my god.
And you just take out either one, you can hold his spear out in front, or you can hold it out like sideways.
Almost like a chariot? Like
You're
he's in a chariot?
charioting the minecart.
Yeah, and just take them out, and then I could use a little bit of like wind magic to help give him a little bit more force if he wants.
Gareth, I've never been more confident in your abilities as a leader.
Okay, we just have to be careful about how much noise we make.
Alright, yeah, that would be stealthy. Alright.
Especially if I'm like ducked down in the cart until the last second. Ah!
I just
mean,
like
it would
if
be
this
a-
was D&D, I just imagine like a little goblin hiding in the mine shaft and being like, "All right, launch me!" And the moment the cart comes out, it's like this fucking Disney Esq horror show where you pop out and you're like, "It's a small world," and stab them after all.
Wait, I have a question.
What's
Is this just like a mundane, like, wheels and wood minecart, or is this like supposed to be powered?
Wait, could
I'm a
you
roll for
technically...
Wait, where I'm going with this, and I know he hates it.
You could technically run a...
It is a wheels like minecart. It is not no, actually it is. It is powered. Yeah, because I'm thinking back on the game too. It is. It is a little bit electrical. Like there is some gears and mechanisms right there at the bottom of the cart.
I'm just gonna do a quick once over, make sure it's pointed in the direction so it goes back down the tracks.
All right, you do so. You make sure it's appropriately tooled. I still like Gareth's idea. So Gareth, roll magic for assisting.
I'm gonna move out of the way.
Nah.
I would,
All right.
Where do I don't know.
in Blue I've had a saying, don't pee on the third rail, so don't step on it either. It's about to get sparky.
Everyone
Spark-
gives Mordecai a wide breath. Mordecai, roll me. Oh man! All right.
I love this character. Thank you for letting me have this character.
Damn it! You're welcome.
What a fun, weird combo that Mordecai turned into.
Roll me fighting at an advantage.
Fight me, bitch!
Plus
I'll
2.
take the 6.
Would you like to add anything to that?
6.
As I'm letting you know, you have multiple targets, and this roll is going to be divided between multiple targets.
I would like to invoke the aspect machine over man. This is a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution.
All right, friend, you're adding another +2. That is a grand total of 8. So, thanks to the group's help, Gareth especially, Mordecai's little frickin' tiddlywinks of crafting here, ready to launch this minecart down the shaft with a abhorrent speed and stealth, it actually bursts down like a freaking Hot Wheel down the path, and you just hear, wait, is there another cart coming? Why does it sound like a... And boom! You just hear two loud thuds of bodies get shafted into a wall.
Ooh.
As
I'll lay in some spear.
Yeah, you peg one and then peg the other, and it's 1, 2 through.
Yo, gentlemen.
Oh,
Those two just go down. They're out. The rest of the group comes back over to the intersection as you kind of follow in suit, running after the cart, making sure like you're ready to go for the fight, and you witness this just jousting chariot like wheelbarrow mechanical minecart fucking nail these Valuans. You have 2 dead Valuans. What are you doing with their bodies?
stuff them in the cart. Stuff them in the cart and push it back the other way.
Sure.
Tie their bodies over here.
Unless more of you want to dress up like me.
Their bodies are pretty bloody.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I mean, you could brush the blood off the clothes. It'd be all right.
yeah.
Just pack some dirt on
It's
it.
a flesh wound. So, stuffing the cart full of the 2 bodies, you put it back down into that kind of dead end section, to where the other machine is. You still. Huh?
Can I just, keeping in mind what we knew about what the XNS wanted, could I just put, like 2 helmets or identifying armor markers just for any warnings they'd want?
You take and put away Valuan patches. So you rip off a full sleeve of like of this jacket, like for the armor, to where it has like some of the metal bracer on it, and it's, think of like a long sleeve jacket, but it has armor padding on it. You just rip 2 sleeves off and make sure that it has the patches on both sides. So you have 2 left sleeves with patch.
Okay. Quick pat down for golden key cards.
Roll me investigation. You don't find any key cards. You find about 10 gold between the 2.
Okay. We'll do this ultimate there.
I think that's all you, Mordecai.
You still have a frozen mechanical machine right there.
But it's disengaged.
It is disengaged.
Just jot down loot. I did my part. That was fun.
Alright, you have 2 options to go. The middle path or the side path. Actually, now that Delashi actually has a moment, I'll help this out a bit. You see that there is another branching path ahead, and it looks like the paths semi-connect on the right.
Ooh. A shortcut. Okay.
A lot of attention focused on the right path. Want to check that out first?
On the right one? Sure.
Alright. Delashi, taking point, heads down the path on the right and notices another drill.
We're gonna need a bigger drill.
This time there's also an Ixa that is there too, working alongside the drill.
This is a drill bot, or
It is a drill bot.
okay?
Oh, okay, so it wraps around.
You're an expert at this now. You can just stroll up to it, say, "Hey, take a break," and just turn it off.
When the Ixa be like,
The Ixa is just standing there, working away with a hammer and chisel, or not a chisel, a pickaxe. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I'm gonna go attempt to turn that off.
All right. Once again, roll me crafts.
With an advantage?
Yeah, with an advantage because you're fucking stealthing. Or all right, it powers down. It goes over to the side. It was like boom. The
Okay.
Ixa looks at you confusingly, and roll me deception. I want to throw you a
I
curveball
swear,
here.
if this is the one that gets me, I'm gonna be so angry. Oh no. Okay.
The in questioning the nature of you turning down the robot, the Ixa itself goes to lash at you to try to be like, all right, I think I might have a chance now. I'm going to just break for it.
Oh no.
Roll me fighting.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, so the Ixa breaks his pickaxe in a fucking horrible attempt at trying to hit at you. And you see him barrel through into the wall and completely pass you.
Oh, poor guy.
He actually hurts himself in the process.
Do we hear this down the hall?
Down the hall,
happen?
you kind of see this happen.
Okay.
So the rest of your group is informed to the events. You see Dalashi out in the far corner. After she turns off the machine, you look around and you see the Ixa mistake an opportunity and try to go for it. And now he's kind of the pickaxe actually hits him in the shoulder of his like horrible attempt.
Okay. As we whip around, I'm gonna go. Wait. Shh. This is an opportunity for you. Just don't freak out. Quiet. Gently.
Roll me empathy.
There's too many social skills. I don't have empathy. Wink. Wink.
He's a little flustered and scared, but he's kind of like yeah.
Listen.
He kind of mutters something in a foreign tongue.
Okay, look at me. Look at these two. Do we look like we belong here?
Shakes his head.
That's right. And neither do you, and neither does he. So, if we all play along for a minute, we can all get out of here. Okay? We're here to ruin some balloons day. Does that sound good? Yes or no?
He kind of yes.
I'm gonna pull up a little bit of I'll rip off some of like the edge of my cloak and like try to just hand it to him so he can bandage himself up. Now, you wait for an opportunity, or you wait for us to tear ass out of here, and you follow us out. For now, you stay here, pretend like you're working. You don't know what happened to this robot. Just turned off right now the battery. Okay?
He kind of nods, semi-understanding.
Remember, quiet. This is a good date for you. We're going to keep going. See if we can help more of your friends out. Do you know anything about where they keep others like you when they're not toiling away?
He mutters something in a foreign tongue again and goes below.
Below.
Okay. From here, points me in the right direction.
He points you down the other side shaft.
Thank you. I kind of motion everybody like we should probably get going.
Your group heads down. The path now pointed out.
I'm gonna take a couple steps. Shit. I'm gonna pull one of my daggers from my belt and hand it to him. Like, you keep this on you, and if anyone gives you trouble, you look like you know how to use it. But don't leave you completely defenseless. Good luck.
He kind of grunts and groans. You go down the path further. You notice that there... I need everyone to roll me a stealth check real quick. Oof.
Yes, you fucked up.
Everybody but Mordecai. Well, technically, Delashi's safe. So Frost and Gareth, you see that there are two hovering like sentry bots that are coming, and they look at you, and they both dash towards you. So I'm going to set this up right now, real quick.
Well, we've been lucky so far.
Yeah, we've been very lucky.
To be honest.
Objects. So you guys get to about here, and you didn't notice it going forward, but right about to here. So I assume group is kind of like this. Extra. There we go. Two little bits that float and hover with kind of whirring like noises shoot out from the upper sections of the walls, and then dash at both at Vrost and Gareth. I need you both to roll me a fighting.
Ooh. Oh!
Except for all your zeros.
Damn, alright. Vrost, it knocks the gun out of your hand, and Gareth, you're able to dart back. These things are speedy little motherfuckers. They zip at you, like, with a little deft precision as whistles can be heard. And just another clang of, like, and you hear a resonance buzzing from them.
As in, like, a loud alarm or something charging?
As in a bit of alarm.
Uh-oh.
The check is up.
I grabbed my gun. They touched Sasha.
You named it Sasha? I thought it was the problem solver.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Lovely name.
Oh.
It has multiple names, okay, don't judge me.
Oh, bro. Alright. So you're doing this.
I'm grabbing my gun.
Your rifle, right?
As my action. Yes. Grabbing my rifle as my action.
Okay.
Hopefully I can spot some sort of, like, weak point I can get in at. Something to shut it off real quick.
Now, I'm going to double check the specifications of your gun here real quick. I'm going back to our private channel.
Right.
I'm going to let you know, because it wasn't particularly stated here, because we went over this in like vocal, but you're going to use this in this space. Because the blast from this might be problematic.
I said he just picks it up. I said nothing about him firing.
Okay, that's all I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, it's why I specifically stated he uses his action to pick up his gun.
Okay, done. Gareth, what are you doing?
I'm gonna draw my sword and try to swipe at these little fuckers if I can.
All right, roll me fighting. You slash at one of them and it goes down.
Nice.
It's meant for fighting. It's not meant for really taking a hit. Mordecai, roll me notice real quick.
Okay. Dink.
Oh, never mind. You don't know it's jack shit.
That's right.
Still thinking about what happened earlier.
Yep. I need Naomi roll once more for fighting. For Mordecai.
Roll for
Roll
fight.
for fighting.
Yeah.
Hey.
It zips past you and knocks your weapon out of your hand.
What?
Yes. Vrost. Unless Delashi, you can take an action. Right now, it'll be you and Vrost.
Shit.
Okay, so has the door over here opened?
The door over here.
Yeah.
It is not opened yet.
Okay.
You do hear sounds coming from that direction, though.
Oh, I can't say.
Okay.
What would you like to do? There are a few
Well-
options presented to you here.
Well, my first instinct is to go and stand by the door, and when they open the door, just be like, "Oh, some of the machines are malfunctioning. It's not a big deal. Go back to your resting or
You're
whatever."
gonna pull a Jedi. All right, yep. The stormtrooper's going to mind
Yep.
trick. All
Yep.
right. So that is going to be what you do. You go over to that side section, and the moment you get to that side section, you see the doors open in front of you, and two guards step through,
Oh god.
and they see you, and it's like, "What's the disturbance? What are you saying?"
There's just some machines malfunctioning. I'm taking care of it. You guys can go back to your posts.
Roll me deception.
Jedi mind trick.
Oh, this is great. Oh my god.
Fuck, they failed.
Fucking silver tongue Delashi over here tonight.
Oh my god.
Where were
Just make a
where
very
were the
convincing guard, I
machines?
suppose.
Where are they at? We should inform
That's what they're
DeLoco.
asking?
Wait, what?
Delok? Oh shit.
Oh no.
What are you saying?
Okay. I gesture. Okay. Down to, I'm just gonna say the right, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not, I tell them it's not in this hallway behind me, it's farther down into the mind, over that way.
You tell them that it's in that back cavern area? Oh.
I mean, like, more over this way.
Okay, okay. Are you going to tell them this cavern? Or are you going
No!
to tell them the other?
I'm talking about,
Okay.
I'm talking about over here. If they find that, it's fine. We're gonna be on the move. It's fine.
Okay, so you tell them...
I'm just trying to get rid
You
of them.
tell them of the back machine how some... I'll give you a
Yes.
slight assist here, but you're going to have to roll another
Okay.
deception. You tell them that one of the moon crystals that was getting harvested backfired on one of the machines and froze it.
Okay. Another deceive then?
Roll me... Yeah, roll me another deceive.
Okay. Let's see if this holds up. Oh no.
Are you spending any fate points?
I would
Does-
like to, yes.
All right.
Does the last get the passive advantage from wearing the outfit?
Not for this right now. If
Just trying to.
what are you spending a fate point, and how are you spending it? Are you re-rolling, or are you adding? And remember, you can spend fate points on multiple things. You just have to make them fit. So if you wanted to guarantee your success on this, you could spend 2 fate points for 2 different things.
I think that for now, I would like to re-roll.
Reroll? Alright, what are you re-rolling with?
What do you mean?
So, what aspect are you using to re-roll?
Oh, I'm going to, I think... Heart of Mystery?
Let me double check your character sheet real quick. I would go more for otherworldly, the shifter.
Okay. I was thinking that one too.
Okay. That I can give a reroll on.
Okay. Alright, so just a normal one again?
Yep.
Oh, good. It's not as bad.
I'm going to give you a fate point
Oh?
by invoking your trouble.
Oh no.
You impulsive never. In an attempt to better persuade the guards, you're going to have the bright idea to go with them.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Alright, so with that, Delashi
Hi, guys.
is going to be indisposed for a moment. Garrett, Vross, you were up first. There is a bit that is whirling about trying to attack you.
I want to see if I can't use the butt of the gun to swat it out of midair.
Alright, roll me fighting. You do not swat it out of the air. It dodges you. And shifts and prepares for a next attack. I need... It attack you, it attacked. I need you to roll one more fighting. You take 1 solid point of physical. As it just beams itself into your shoulder blade.
This is rude, is what that is.
Very rude.
Gareth, you're up next. What are you doing?
No, same thing.
Same thing? Alright, roll me fighting. Fucking you. Ah, shit, here's
Jesus.
you beam it and slash it, or like, you take out your sword, you precision cutting tool, just samurai slash it in half.
Oh my.
Shinderu. Nice.
And there's a card for you, friend.
Oh, thank you.
So, and it's mechanical noises were, and it just gets cut and slashed to the side. You even kick some rocks over it and give it a bit of covering. Your group is now out of danger. It seemed like Delashi went over and talked to some guards and is off with them. What is your group doing?
Ah, shit. Do we go back and help Delashi? Probably. We have 3 people and 1 opinion. happens next.
I mean, Delashi's in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Delashi's also a big girl and can handle herself.
So she's also a boy.
It's a pretty
Drug?
good boy, but
I don't judge.
I mean, the long knocks are confusing. Anyway, Dalashi is also Dalashi.
What is that supposed to mean?
Wow!
That disguise will only last so long.
Excuse me?
Let's peek
You're not
around
here.
the corner,
You're not
and
here.
if we see something happening, we just light the powder keg, so to say.
Fair enough.
Why don't you two go ahead? I will peek. If something goes down, I will put them to sleep.
Alright, so where is your group going? Place your tokens wherever you want. Anywhere aside from, like, the tunnel that you're in. The farthest that you can go, I would say, is there. And the furthest you can go is there.
You said, so Gareth, you said you were going to peek around and basically be Overwatch? Alright.
Nope.
Solid enough plan.
Alright, split the
We're going
party.
to split up and see if it's even.
And Vrost, you're holding down the middle then?
Yeah.
Alright. So back to Dalashi. Dalashi, you are back at the mech with the other two.
No offense.
How are you explaining the situation to them?
Okay. I kind of just gesture towards the frozen parts and say that it's probably, some kind of malfunction, and I just happened to run into it while I was making my rounds. So I'm not entirely sure what has happened.
Roll a deception as one of them checks the machine and sees that it's been powered off, and he makes mention of that.
Powered off? What?
It was Mordecai
No
who
need.
turned it off.
Well, no, I mean, Dalashi acts surprised.
You're able to fool him.
Hell yeah.
So he's like, did you, and he kind of actually answers for you. Did you turn it off because it was frozen, didn't want the parts to get damaged?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Totally.
I see. Alright. Well, you know the protocol. You gotta go file a report. Come on. I'll make sure that this gets reported in. But, you were the one who investigated. I'm not doing your paperwork for you.
Fair enough.
And, they take you down the side path.
Oh jeez. Bye guys.
Gareth, you see and slightly overhear the exchange.
My little stormtrooper.
What are
Goodbye.
you doing?
I'm gonna turn to Rost and say, looks like Dalashi is having to do paperwork and is led down further. Do we trust him to be fine? Or do you want me to follow?
You asking us?
Yep.
Yeah.
Garrett's getting consensus from the group.
I don't want to just abandon him.
You never leave a man behind, and Varen turns and starts walking towards Gareth.
I can get behind that sentiment.
Just a sidebar real quick. I think it'd be fucking hilarious if Dalashi actually had to sit down and file paperwork and just stare at it and be like, I have no
like-
idea what I'm supposed to write.
Yeah, just like fucking brute forcing your way through a report. Like,
Oh, just wait. So your group goes back, keeping an eye and cautionary steps. following Delashi in the dark.
That's too close.
Well, not there. You're fine there. They get to right about here.
This is what helicopter parents are.
Yep. As you see through a side path right here, as they go further down into the side, they actually open up, and it's just over into the wall here, further in. A large gate opens up, and the three of them step through. And the gate closes. Delashi and the guards are lowered down. There's an elevator.
Oh my god.
You see as Delashi and Garb, the Garb looking a little different, keeping an eye on which one's which. You try to... Actually, everyone roll me a notice check.
Oh, don't get me confused with another person. Oh my god. Garrett, I saved your life.
Do anything! That's too stupid of Garrett.
Ross, you were the only one who takes a look and is like,
anywhere.
"Alright, I know that type of walk. That seems like I kind of recognize how Delashi was walking about the cabin." I'm gonna keep noting.
This is like the
that.
fucking scene from Metal Gear
Yes,
Solid,
it
like
is.
the first one. I knew it.
As Delashi is now taken, and we're going to end there.
That's big. And we have to wait 2 weeks for it.
Alright, friends. I'm gonna hold there. Unless you... I don't think going any further, unless you guys are in for a much longer night. I think that'll be a good place to stop for right now. Delashi has gone full-blown deep undercover, and in efforts to not rouse any more suspicion to your group, has proceeded to go do paperwork.
Listen, from Mordecai to Delashi, going in deep is fine, but you gotta be ready to pull out Delashi. You got to.
Oh my god.
Our crew working with the Ixness, infiltrating the mines, bypassing the tank, as well as a horde of different Valuan troops at the front gates, sneaking and stealthing their way to some aspects of the mine, taking out even a few guards in the bypass, have so far kept their cover intact.
We did this whole thing and we've only killed 2 guards.
You've only killed 2 guards.
And a robot.
I was... So
And a couple
many
of
guards failed their notice roll. It was
I noticed
absurd.
These are some
So-
bad guards.
I have an idea. This is what we're gonna do.
Oh?
We're gonna make Delashi into a war hero for Volusia, right? So Delashi's gonna be able to go back to Volusia, rise through the political ranks until they are top dog running the country, and then at the very final moment, like surprise, no more country, shut it down, boom.
I have a question for Mark.
Yes.
Did I happen to hear the guards mention the name DeLoco?
Earlier, you were over in that side corner.
I was right around here.
You know
in the
what? Give me a
conversation.
notice check right now for it.
I was in combat, so I
you were in
understand.
combat. Give me a notice. Are you going to go with that roll, or are you going to increase it? I've asked that this whole night. It could mean that you have a success. Could mean that you haven't.
Yeah.
Also, how
Next
many
week.
fate points do you have left?
1.
All right.
I was saving it for this. Son of a Sands for acute hearing and for hunting, I guess.
I'll go with that.
I'll actually do it.
Would you like to re-roll or add a +2?
I'll bump it to a 4. It's
All right. You did hear the words DeLoco mentioned.
Ooh, so addendum. Mordecai is looking torn a bit. He's looking a little more nervous than when he first really walked in. Some of the swagger is worn off.
Oh man. So, a real quick to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys again, my players, for embarking on this mission. I have learned even more firsthand. Dungeon crawl is literally a dungeon crawl.
I'm curious, how much farther did you expect us to get?
I
Like,
wanted
another,
you to at least get another floor.
Another what?
One more floor.
A whole another floor.
Yes. Or like half into a floor.
Which, to be fair, if we had like front-loaded combat and just like gotten fucked over here and just everyone swarmed, then we would have had to, the place to ourselves, basically. I imagine.
Yeah, either that or, as I said, like, I know it was shoddy work, but like, the frickin' trap hole right here, I'm like, I'll throw it in there for shiggles, but they're probably going to see the obviously square shape that I had to refix.
And I'm sorry if that seemed a little metagamey.
It's fine. I will just notate it in the future.
That's fair.
I'll just keep the whole room hidden and then show it off when it happens.
Little tidbit I can throw your way, Mark.
Yes.
Ask your players, how far in the room do you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it dark, ask them how far they go, and then they fall into their own trap.
Oh, yes.
That's fair
And now
enough.
I've revealed my secrets to everybody.
So, real quick,
stop
I'm
that.
going to wrap up the stream stuff, and then I will address my players shortly. And thank you guys for those who are still watching, those who came on this wonderful little journey, and expect some fun shenanigans next time. I don't know if we will have game next week. I know Wednesday is a no-go for me. If my players would like to try a different day, I can do that, but that is about all I can do. It's just next Wednesday. The Wednesday after I can do. But thank you guys for being here. And till next time for Arcadia. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.